Just never ends. It just never ends, bro. And I'm okay with it. We got another day of Halo, and it's bigger than yesterday. It's more important than yesterday. We got Optic versus SSG round 3. The final matchup before Arlington. At least between these two. I'm not sure if we get any other last-minute scrims, but this is the probably the final behemoth scrim right here. It's a big one. Welcome, Dazturn, Renegade, Healthy, Sheet. How we doing? Let's get it. We got the POVs coming in as well. I only see Formal so far in Lucid. Ah, shoot. Formal's live. He just went live. That would be enough, honestly. But, you know, the more POVs, the merrier. Which we do have more. We got Bound. Wait, do we have the full Optic team? We got... No. We got Bound and Formal. I'm cool with that. They're starting the first game. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. Welcome back. Another day of damn good Halo. What else is new, right? I think we'll kick it off with Formal today. Game 1. We're missing nothing. We're missing nothing today. What's the good news today? Oh. No time for preamble. Let's get it. No cam for me. Oh my God. It's locked in, bro. They're locked in. Hello, Renegade, and Zolo. Give me your GF. Joe, Disgruntled, Jamie, how we doing? Drummer, welcome. What's good? Ready for scrims. This weekend can't come soon enough. Bro, this might be the last high-tier scrim that we get to watch. So lock in, chat. Don't miss this. There you are. I don't know why Midas getting banned is good news, Reese. You know, I guess if it's good for the community. EJ, welcome. Six, welcome. Diplor. Let's get it. Let's get it, chat. Optic with a clean opening off that.
Weak elbow. No, weak elbow.
I'll have to start here. Do get the oddball and a setup.
I'm gonna go look for him with Quantum, okay?
You're playing from the HQ.
Here, let me pillars.
Where'd you get that intel?
Come on,
Class in session. Students, gather around. What did he do in the last week? Bammy, welcome.
I'm looking at him.
We're watching round 3, Optic versus SSG. They have played 3 times in the last week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, the last guy spawned.
It just began. This is game 1, round 1 of Oddball. You guys know how it is. We always start with Oddball live fire when we start a scrim.
I was watching big guys. It could be jail or rat.
I expect a pretty locked-in day of Halo today. Yeah, I'm hearing that the boys are in the HQ.
Rat to bottom mid, one shot. You're ready to play it.
Oh, because Formy doesn't have a cam? That's why? Bound has a cam, though.
I'm behind these guys. Dice. Dice. Weak snake bite. One shot. Elbow. Going up elbow. He's up elbow for sure.
That's pretty terrible, Reese. Claptrap. Thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. Appreciate it. Let's go, guys. We're kicking off today with 1477 subs. We lost about 150 subs overnight.
They're going to play for it, I think.
So we got some rebuilding to do today. That's some rebuilding to do.
Here, one shot top mid, one shot kill.
Beautiful shots out of Formy to kick things off. Safe to say, they're pretty locked in. Lost your gifted. You got to get it back organically, EJ. I believe in you.
Pillars. This could be like bigger, maybe.
Sad. Resub, brother.
Bigger too.
Come on.
Turning dead. One more back. Bigger.
Do I not give you enough passion for it? 70 uncontested points here for Optic. Formal getting confident at this point as he jumps out A.
We got
multiple.
Pillars, Eco. Eco could be walking mud. Right now.
What am I hearing?
Cuts one down. I'm gonna kill him.
Oh my God, bro! I got like so many tabs open.
I got back smack. A pot, Lucid. Let's go. One more is cuts though. One shot S. Drops. I can look some Eco.
Come on, come on now.
Up tower 2, Eco. Up tower weak. Eco. One's still like bottom nest up on you, I think. Yeah, nice.
Hopefully she doesn't miss it too bad, EJ. And a bunch of scrims today. So this is the main one. This is where our focus is going to be for the majority of today. Woodham's POV is live in an SR scrim today, right? Nemesis and SR are scrimming. But there's only one POV, Woodham POV, which we can dip into here and there, maybe. But I think it's fair to prioritize this matchup considering how important this one is coming into Arlington, right? We got our ranked number 2 and ranked number 3 teams head-to-head right now.
Elbow something.
This is their last opportunity to get some valuable practice in before they play SR.
Look at Nesbridge. He backed up.
Who are the team to beat at the moment.
One still climbing tower, Shelly.
Coming into Arlington.
3 guys tower, guys. 3 guys tower.
How we doing, Jay? Mike,
top,
welcome. What else do we have in regards to scrims, guys? You can let me know, but I feel like this is where most of our focus will be. Before we get smacked in the forehead with a nade right there, bro. 3 dead SSG. Should it be access to ball for formal?
Oh, it's 4? Okay, good.
Yeah.
4. In the Matrix. Wait, why? His teammates spawn A here. Tell me they're on. Yeah, could be pushing up B to S right now. Bound already gets a kill on Lucid. 7 seconds to close it out. It's looking like a pretty dedicated first round for Optic. I'm trying to find the balance. Give me a second.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's how you're coming? Alright, bet.
Gotta come.
Well, no. I'm gonna top tower.
Some of Optic sound quieter, like significantly quieter. Like Bound sounds like very far away, right?
One gun's on Ovi. He's on Ovi, on Ovi. Yeah, plan like that. Let me see. All guys, one. Ball guys, big guys. One shot.
How we doing, Tito?
Watch us.
Series just began. That's yesterday's series. Durf. It's 0-0 right now. Optic won first round of ball. Yeah, for the most significant one. Yeah.
One shot, absolute gun, Keter. Keter something, guys. Keter something, 1. 2 guys, Keter.
Love to hear that,
Still
Dark
Keter,
View. We're trying to
Keter,
rebuild,
Keter,
brother. We were at 1639 yesterday, and now we're at 1477, so we lost a bunch.
Nice, man. You said dummies?
BH3 versus Luminon
man.
as well.
They have
Okay,
camel sniping too.
Top
I think it's camel snipe on camel, bro. Okay.
Diplor converted
Push him all guy.
from a prime to a tier 1 sub.
Spotter.
Let's get it, brother. Welcome back. I don't know if that means
2 shot screen sniping.
there's no alert for that.
Yo,
is there?
top. Okay, last guy's top screen with the camera right now. With snipe going A plat sniping right now. He's on ball. He's on ball. He's going to ball. They're gonna try to move green, guys. They're gonna go next. They're gonna try to move green. I think. Okay, I'm looking back green.
Try to move green.
Be hiding training, Ben. We trading training, Ben. Get back in.
Why
Back in,
don't
back
I
in,
like
Solo weak, back in,
Lucid?
Solo weak.
When
Ben.
did I say I dislike
Shot.
Lucid?
Kill
I
me,
do
man.
like Lucid. What do you
One
mean?
shot, nice.
Two.
It's the
I'm
first
on
game of the
sniping, I'm
scrim.
watching
We're gonna
it.
watch Lucid as well. I can't watch 3
Yeah, they're back
POVs
there,
simultaneously.
Spawning like dummies, guys. Spawning dummies. Nice. Where's the sniper? You dead? Spawning elbow? Elbow right now, Stellar.
SR's been playing in the HQ, so they're in a good position to
Oh, Stellar's
be
like coming.
elevated right
Nice,
now,
nice,
coming
nice.
into
Nice job.
Arlington, right? But yeah, they are still
Okay,
the
but. On West 3. On West. On West.
most dominant looking team coming into the tournament.
No West.
Good shit. I'm gonna pinch.
Keter 1. Keter.
Oh,
Bye,
Aaron
bye,
said he doesn't
bye.
like
One, one,
Lucid. That's my bad.
One shot, Keter,
I thought you were talking about me.
One shot Keter.
That's
Last guy.
Literally, Buzzsaw said the stream audio was too low,
Spawning
so I
green,
turned it
spawning
up,
green,
and now
okay?
now I'm
Spawning green,
competing,
green,
right?
green.
It's hard to find the balance,
Go
bro.
with one shot. Go on. Watching green.
Flying out tomorrow or later today. I can see that.
one is.
Expect these teams to get in early on like Wednesday, latest Thursday. So there's typically like
This is one. Another one on West.
a media day
Stellar.
for the pros, right?
I got 2 dead.
And they get some last second practice and warm up and whatnot in from the venue itself. That we don't get to see.
Watch bigger. One could be bigger.
SR is scrimming Nemesis today.
Get a bunch of time.
Stats for lives?
Watching Sabrina.
It may have came out after the games. Okay, I can check later sheet.
Okay, but-
Round 1 was convincing if you're just tuning in. Optic pretty confidently won round 1 by a good 60 points or so. This one's looking a little bit closer, though. SSG coming out with some heat off the opening strat. Optic now take the lead.
They play one shot, please, Stellar.
Eco with an important opening kill as they do push the map here. That ball get played.
One's behind me too. Like elbow.
Yeah, that player C-Pillar's backed out.
Yes, snipe.
Got to watch out for Stellar in this scrim, right? He's been a demon
He's cut.
Regardless of the lobby, he's been a top slayer.
One more bottom mid.
We'll see what he puts together today. I don't think his stream is live.
Mid, after bottom mid.
Formal just trying to back up onto the sniper. Yeah.
One's right side, one's right side.
I'm watching pillars. Pillars, one shot, Eco. One shot pillar. In training. You can get ball and go Keter. Get ball and go Keter. Snipes down, dummy door, bound. Bound, play for that snipe, dummy door.
Good comms at a formal
Behind you,
here.
it's behind you, behind you.
Bro.
And one should be behind you, tires. I can watch.
Oh, it took a while to get to it. And then he dies immediately. That sucks. Bouncing on not seeing that snipe on the floor.
Alright, one nest.
Good comment to rotate to get the at a formal. Sorry to get the ball rotate through bottom
Green
in.
hitting big door now.
I doing slash.
Sniping too. Stellar.
How many years of HS do we have left on Infinite? Do I think? I mean, I'm surprised this is even happening right now. I'm not gonna lie.
That's Eco week, guys. Going dice.
Hopefully, at least one more, but I really don't know. Like, I want the new Halo game. I think that's what we want, right? As long as there's some viewership for HCS. You know, hopefully this year is relatively successful. They'll keep the tournaments going.
Cuts one dead.
Likely the last year. That's what we said last year, though. Last year we said last year was likely the last year.
You walk back to white wall, pot. You look, come in, pal. Come in. Are you here?
New Halo game will get as much hype as Infinite launch did. If it looks good, yeah. HCS is dead compared to H5. It's so sad. What do you mean? H5? What? It's H5 didn't make it to year 4. There was no year 4 for H5 HCS.
Come here, one shot. Snake fight.
Halo viewership between the launch of like Infinite and the end of Halo 5 on the circuit was very low. We'd be lucky if we got 10K out of the dedicated Halo channel for like any of the events. H5 towards the end of 2018 had definitely died out significantly. The only way we got viewership was when Ninja came in and gave us the viewers, right, from Fortnite. Year 4 is unprecedented for a Halo, for an HCS title, yeah.
Cuts one.
Or Halo in general.
Nade cuts, man. Nade cuts. Oh no, I two of them.
I want good vibes this go around. Remember, same team. When have my vibes not been good, Corey? I don't know what happened with us last time.
Pot again in the sky. Stellar. You went towards the left.
Vibes are immaculate. All the time in here, bro. Non-stop, immaculate vibes.
And big door, snake fight.
H5 didn't have the same opportunity to grow like Infinite does as well. You know, Infinite obviously not in the greatest circumstances, but it's also way more accessible as a video game.
Fight it on together.
I don't know, man.
One spawning green behind you guys too.
Game 1, we're already clearing all the misconceptions
Back
involving Halo Infinite and everything else, and my attitude towards live streams.
You guys are pot. I have snipe.
Didn't H5 have a short year 4? No. So H5 towards the end of year 3 was already transitioning over to MCC at Arlington 2018, the final event. They had a Halo 3 MCC 2v2 showdown with OG pros like Roy and Flamesober, a duo I remember in it. I think it was 2018. But we transitioned pretty quickly to MCC. It was Halo 3 for a bit, and then it was Halo Reach, and then COVID hit, and we went back to Halo 5. Like, not with a proper circuit, just online tournaments. Afternoon, Michael.
Okay.
I think a year 5 is possible. This might be it right here. We got less than a minute left. Eco with an important opening kill here. Formal with 6 seconds to close this out with the ball. Pound coming in to support it. He does find Eco. Might get nuke last second. Should still have it. Pretty confident. Game 1 for Formal and Optic right here. And it's something you'd expect to see in live fire ball. They do traditionally win it. They beat SR here
Jesus Christ, man.
In their scrim just recently, even though it was a rough scrim. Bound, I guess, popping off apparently. Let's go back to Lucid, and then we'll go to Bound. Or we can listen. I know Lucid's got no comms. We can listen to Optic if they talk at all between games.
Jesus Christ, brother.
It's probably the longest life I've ever had. One game ever.
Uh-huh.
The beginning, I was fucking with the live for like 2 minutes. I've never felt that before. Like, oh, that's what this feels like.
Actually staying alive, bro? Yeah. Bound not known to be the player to stay alive the longest on the team, right? Coming out with over 6K damage in that one. Cholo, how we doing? Happy to be here, Dan. Thank you, brother. Lucid led a team to a chip. He was by far the best player. By far the best player on Optic every year on top of that. I don't know about by far. But yeah, he's had, you know, year one, Infinite, he was the deserved MVP, I'd say. The most common thing I see Diamond players need to improve at, it's, you know, a little bit in every category, I'd say, Michael. And it varies from player to player. So some players might, you know, significantly need to improve in their awareness, let's say. They don't play off their teammates enough. You know, they're not paying attention to, you know, whether or not they have an advantage that they can push out off of, or not paying attention to who's in gunfights and, you know, watching taking the right fights. They play overly aggressively and they take their chows to the death and they don't use their geometry effectively, or they don't, you know, have perfect reticle placement or angle awareness in every scenario, or don't use their equipment or pick up equipment efficiently. There's so many different areas, right? Like, and it varies from player to player in how much they need to work on each area, if that makes sense. Add him to the command center. Will do. Stellar is live. That's what I like to hear. That's music to my ears, bro. We're on Lucid POV. We got 2 POVs for SSG, 2 for Optic, bro. We're eating good. That means we can get equal amount. And hopefully Stellar keeps the music low, if anything. We can get an equal amount of coverage from team to team. Also means I'm going to have to talk more, though, without the comms, huh? What happened between Optic and Complexity yesterday at the end of the scrim? Yeah, I actually wasn't paying attention. And right under our noses, apparently, yeah, Huss broke GA with the Heatwave yesterday. And then Precision afterwards picked it up and started using Heatwave. And then Optic, like, understandably checked out, decided to end the game. And I think the scrim ended shortly after that. So I really don't know what the incentive was. I know that Huss, I think, typed texture in the game chat as if he maybe had a texture bug. But if you have a texture bug, like, breaking GA is not really the best way to communicate that you got a texture issue. It seemed like a rage quit or something. I really don't know. Like, it's not the greatest show of sportsmanship out of Huss. I really don't know what happened, though, right? So it was weird. It was weird. Hopefully Complexity don't damage scrim opportunities with Optic from that exchange. I don't know, but it was odd. Optic saying stuff like they don't want to scrim with these guys anymore was kind of the vibe I was getting. And speaking of Optic, they're popping off the opening strat here, right? Getting that flag out off a quick round of slays. That snipe control going to be an easy flag off the opening. Making sure they deny the hut is important here. Clear out your base. Last thing they want is to get attacked again, right? Lucid already in trouble. Stellar's got vantage point through center map here. He did flank from the tunnel. Can he find a pinch? GAs need to stop existing. The GAs exist for a reason. They exist for a reason, guys. Come on. We've been here. We've had this conversation many times. I don't think GAs are good for competitive Halo, but the GAs that exist for, like, actual meaningful reasons. Lucid has had a lot of, like, thorough discussions on what could be done to avoid having GAs and to have, like, the most competitive possible settings while still keeping as much of the sandbox as possible. And I think HCS have made some changes to try to adhere to that. And there's other areas where they could improve. That's a dirty 5 at a Lucid, though. Knows he's coming in with a repeat and just pre-fires his face off. Snakebite with the OS should be a guaranteed flag for SSG. Little tip for tap, baby. We're going out in a 1-1 off the opening of this game. Devs are not good for competitive Halo. So, like, the devs, first of all, there's not much of a team working on Halo right now. And that team is also trying to please a whole variety of Halo fans, a large community of people with their, you know, limited ability and efficiency as it is, right? Optic got a last-second counter pull, by the way. This is not guaranteed. Lucy going to shred him with a commando. Legend coming in from up above with an important pinch. That flag still in play. Legend wraps out to back Hut. Can he stay alive in Hut? Big fight up on top mid here. Formal comes out with Bound. They trade it. Numbers advantage Optic as they do keep the flag in play. That should lead to a counter pull. Wait, did they win the fight in Hut? I think they might. No, the flag's still moving from Hut, right? So we do have a standoff scenario here at a 1-0 for Optic as they get out through the underpass with their own flag. GA means gentleman's agreement. What's a GA? Gentleman's agreement is an agreement between the pro players to not do or use something in their esport, essentially. So in this case, it applies to weapons on the map. Certain weapons are deemed to be too powerful and they take over too much of the game when they're in play. So the pros have elected to not pick them up. So they stay on the wall. Most GAs have been solved by the developers. Oh, one flag got returned on one side. Right there, about to cap it. That's it right there. Optic somehow, right? Optic with some good defensive play, get both a counter pull and win their fights on SSG side of the map. They come out with 2 flags. And Lucid and team off a deficit here while they're getting blaned in the side of the head by Formy. Optic looking locked in game 2. SSG going to have to wake up just a little bit here. What can't they use apart from the heat wave? The AR is GA'd. The Bulldog shotgun, which is no longer in competitive, was GA'd, but it's not on the maps anymore. The Disruptor was GA'd. I don't know if it is anymore, I'll be honest. I think it's okay. Game 1 was oddball live fire as usual. Optic won it. We hopefully have a mod in the chat who can give you guys like a command with updates. I'm going to make a command right here, or like a little... Hold on. There you go. 1-0 Optic SSG under my webcam in green. How does Formal go about doing his strafe? Looks good. I mean, it's hard to explain. I think the biggest thing with strafing is to just make sure that you're trying to be unpredictable with your movement. You're not doing the same thing throughout the duration of the entire gunfight. So a good strafe can't just be you moving in different directions. Like, you have to include your crouch or your jump in some way towards the end of the fight. You have to include geometry in some way, like a jiggle peek or a curb slide or something, right? It shouldn't just be, you know, the same sort of pattern throughout. So I think the biggest thing is mixing things up. Extended walks out in one direction or another, which is something Lucid does well here. And, like, tight, quick strafes for a duration of the fight, too, right? You can, like, hit left, right between every shot, right? You can do, like, 2 strafes per shot and kind of time your movement around your shots. I don't know. There's a lot of different, like, theories and ways to kind of approach it. Forward-backward movement in a gunfight is important because you can put pressure on somebody by walking within their melee range. If you're confident you understand how to work around beatdown range, you can force your opponent to, you know, to make a beat, to try to go for a beatdown and whiff, let's say. Like, you can force him to do things or put pressure on him. You like my shirt? Thank you, Devo. Welcome. Hello. Optic fighting, or SSG, sorry, fighting tooth and nail to hold on to this game. They're losing their grasp. It's slipping through their fingers. That flag's going out through the underpass here, and that flank at a Stellar might be the last bastion to shut it down. He's getting blamed from a snipe. Snakebite doing what he can to help Stellar out, but Stellar already weak, killed by Renegade. I think they had dual snipe control at the end of that to lock it out. It's a confident 3-1 finish out of Optic as they take Game 1's momentum and bring it right into Game 2. My God. Thank you, Hunter. I appreciate it, guys. Welcome to the YouTube and the Twitch. If you're just tuning in, we're 2 games in to the Scrim already. Optic currently leads 2-0. This is our last, our cramming, our last practice in preparation for Arlington. So our last kind of conversations coming into Arlington and what we expect to see from the top teams. Of course, we saw Optic SR play recently. That was rough to witness. Good test of SSG, and their potential would be if they can give Optic some trouble at some point in the Scrim as well, right? It's a war. We're going to go Bound POV. Today we have Stellar, Lucid, Formal, and Bound. Nah, Bound looks like he's at home, by the way. You guys said he was in the HQ. Look at Bound's webcam, right? He's like, is he even at home? Look at the heart carpet. It's almost like he's at... I can't imagine that's his carpet, right? Like, at a girlfriend's place, right? Unless that's his carpet. I mean, by all means, bro. Brandon, how we doing? $5 super chat. Let's go, Brandon. Winter Wonderland by Shook One. Check it out for old school Halo in between Halo Infinite matches. Give credit to old school Halo. I mean, I appreciate the 5, Brandon. Thank you. I don't know if I want to spend time watching like old school montages between matches, brother. I think we're just gonna, for today at least, lock into the Scrim. Maybe for another time, if that's okay. I'm sure they're goated. The Canadian air? Nah, you just got to make sure you touch up your beard every morning as part of the morning routine, right?
This is the way.
Sploshki, thank you for the follow. They're welcome. 5 minutes, that's it. You know, just make sure the hair in the cheeks and the neck is cleaned up, and then I trim anything that's like growing out of place that shouldn't. Just keep the shape. And that's really all it is. A little bit of love every day. What's causing SSG to get wrecked? I can't figure it out. I will say that generally these scrims start with some pretty confident maps for Optic. And we saw that in their SR scrim as well. They had won game 1 on Live Fireball. SR came back and then completely dominated later on. Once we get to Fortress Bomb, we get to recharge strongholds. There's a lot of maps where Optic are going to have more trouble, and SSG have an opportunity to bounce back and gain some momentum. But I see Optic being, pretty comfortable for these first 3 games. Cool, Sam. Bound plus a face cam. Yeah, but our chat's right in his face. So, you know what? Here. It's hard to find a complimentary location. I'm going to do this. It's still going to be in his forehead, though.
You're a funny fellow, you know that?
Okay, what's up, brother? Inspirational ass music? Campaign mission music, yeah. So this is our land. Halo 3. We're about to go to war, man. Final matchups, right? Before Arlington. What gives SSG the edge in maps, I said, like Fortress Ball? I just think that Optic kind of have more, they make more mistakes and struggle with coordination more on some of the other maps. The newer maps like Origin and Fortress Bomb, we've been watching a lot of Bomb out of Optic, and for whatever reason, they don't quite have the coordination at times to get their plants off, at least in these high-tier lobbies. That's just seems to be where they're struggling in like chemistry and some of the newer game types, and recharge for whatever too. Strongholds is a very difficult game type to like be on the same page throughout. It can get chaotic, and people have sort of different theories on how best to play it. I find Optic can get kind of they can overextend themselves and give up advantages sometimes, and SSG might be able to make some strides off that. I was thinking, by the way, we're not going to have scrims the entire week, so maybe Thursday we might do an in-depth SR versus Optic theater breakdown, 8 POVs. I was thinking their live fire strongholds game that Optic played versus SR. SR put on a masterclass. I know I'm competing with the music. SR put on a freaking masterclass on live fire strongholds recently. And I watched all 8 POVs, and it's fun, man. I kind of want you guys to see it with me. I was thinking we go through like all 8 of their opening strats and like what specifically SR did so well and what went wrong for Optic as just an example, I guess, because there's so much nuance to the way that both teams play, and they're all kind of like individual gods in their own right, So it's a fun watch. It might take me like a good hour or more to go through it, so. That might happen Thursday. He's playing in the future. Yeah, Bound's on 600 FPS. He's been playing. So he's in the menu. When he's in game, it's about 500, I think, but still crazy. Yeah. Okay, hopefully you guys like that. So ready for Arlington this weekend? Some damn good Halo. Hell yeah, Ernest. Is it between 400 to 5? It depends on the map sheet. You know what I mean? Do a video about the rise of Last Shot. Yeah, maybe. We do have a Last Shot breakdown video. I don't know about the rise of like a story about. I don't have videos like that, but we'll see. All good, Isaac. I think there's an equal number of people who want to see the opposite happen, so it is what it is. Video what SSG should do differently. I don't know. I think it's going to be kind of similar to what we witnessed in the SR versus Optic matchup just the other day. Like, SR had better sandbox control than Optic. Like, they were on top of the combo and the repulse throughout the entire game. QT, things like that. Like, not just the sniper. Optic had a heavy sniper priority throughout the strongholds live fire, but it was every other little thing was where SR was pulling away. SR was also playing off each other and playing faster than Optic. Their pace. They were setting the pace of the entire game and constantly pressing Optic. And they didn't have hesitation in their decision making. And whereas Optic, it felt like there were a couple moments where like they were split or there was a bit of hesitation, and they weren't as like synchronized. They were kind of playing reactionary Halo off the pace that was set by SR. Either way, bro, game 3. Because we're already yapping, bro.
On snake fight.
It's 2-0 with a scrim. We're on bounce. POV. Stronghold, King of the Hill. Or, sorry, Stronghold. Solitude, King of the Hill, bro. Holy shit. And I'm waking up, apparently.
Top gold. Jump to bottom mid.
Hit that like button. Thank you.
Sniper, right? Sniper. S4. Spawning sniper thing, guys. Spawning sniper thing. Nice kill. Okay, nice kill. Get. We can move this
Canadian Tux? Wait, what? Thank you, Whale. Welcome, brother. I appreciate you. King Titan. Grah. Welcome back.
That's one dead.
Powder weak B.
I've done.
Powder B.
That is just good Halo right there. That is just damn good Halo. My God. 15 months. This is the way, King. Appreciate you.
Mark it.
You guys just deciding my dress code without my consent?
He's not chasing.
Good cleanup set abound in team here. Numbers advantage to Optic. They're spawning in Cafe a second time right now. A lockdown all the way to loop. Coverage on Sniper here too.
Hotel weak cell. I'm 1-on-1.
I'm going to leave loop open to make sure they get the collapse and clean up these players. Snipe might have split here as Legend backed off from Sniper. Snake bite now there. Could get pushed as Cafe.
Watch the garbage, guys. Watch the sneaky.
Good damage at abound. Find Stellar. Gonna die from behind here. It's Mixy. 2v2. Renegade. Formal finding their wings. Quick 3-4 dead at a SSG. Loop spawn here for a second. Maybe bottom Sniper. They spawn loop. They could be Sniper. Yeah. Or Cafe even. They're kind of in a mixy.
Nice. Benches.
And one's our dark card.
That was a Tools video? What was a Tools video?
Nice. Lucy, probably playing from my shock, maybe?
One shot, John.
Watch out, top goal, watch out, ramp.
LVT did. LVT did weeks ago. It would be sweet. Optic first origin flag map from one of their scrims. Like realistically, the amount of editing that went into that video, I don't think I would be able to give the same like.
LR.
It would take a lot of time. You know, it wouldn't really be strategic with my time. It's a sick video, but it's hard to, edit all of that painstakingly.
So that tapping, you came out tapping, Rick. Snake came out tapping, he was snake bait.
I think he dropped.
I'm low.
Yeah, his ping dropped like over 100, right? It's over 500 in the lobby. Nice cleanup set of SSG here. They got advantage stay for the hill.
Blue. Yeah, blue's one. Oh my god.
Origin. I know you guys are talking about the Origin breakdown that they did. It was good. But like, can you do that on a regular basis? Not easily, right? And does the earning, the revenue gained from the video justify the work at the moment? Unfortunately, no. I can break things down, but with that level of editing, I can't guarantee anything like that. Yeah, Renegade the only one alive on the map here as he does push out loop. Bound flying towards hotel. They give up the hill, trying to make sure they can guarantee next.
He's top over here.
Yes, two blue, I'm
Blue one, top blue ramp, going down blue ramp, one to dip.
Nice cleanup. Shock that down too. Bound can control snipe side here. Just team spawn side. Crazy rotated about.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Might try to kill me from top corner.
Fighting dip. I'm not sure. Watch dip.
Two blue.
At a certain point, FPS won't give you an edge because you can only see so many frames per second. I don't know, bro. Like,
Blow him again.
people who have played on higher FPS monitors seem to disagree and feel like the game's even smoother. Like Renegade was saying he could see the future playing on 360 on a 360 hertz monitor at the Kason lane. He was saying like it was a big difference.
One shot blue ramp, Zico. One shot blue ramp, Zico bound. Blue ramp, one shot. Nice job. One more red snipe, and then they're in yard too. They're everywhere now. Okay, just
I'm gonna play this patiently.
Top goal.
I'm going in yard.
That seems to be the new wave, like 360. There's also like, I don't know, 540 or some shit like that. Nice cleanup out of bound.
Nice left,
That's 5's it.
Good.
Off that numbers advantage is guaranteed hill control here.
Watch out.
2 minutes 27 on the clock. Still plenty of time. They got a wraps for the entire map. You're ready to get to take top yellow. Bound come back above. Loop spawns here. They will push out yard in a second here too.
Weak glass, weak glass.
John, I'm gonna flatter.
Yep.
And you're one shot, Kevin.
Watching your brother mid.
Cool.
Okay.
Bound trying to let Renegade know that he's pushing out yard, right? So Renegade can come back to assist the fight if he doesn't take it. Bound with the wall kick. Nice to see. Cool.
I'm gonna copy.
Gets the fast challenge on Stellar, kicking off the wall there. Something we saw at a last shots POV. Bound, Legend, last shot. Some of the few players to actually use it consistently.
Two guys driver both weak. Two guys driver both weak. Last two both have a bunch of damn. Both have a bunch of damn in hell. One more under glass.
Maybe no.
We'll get Joker.
I need money for that too.
Fuck. One shot.
Lucid with the over.
You're drawn. I'm
One
gonna
shot in the hill,
go.
one shot in the hill.
We missed Lucid POV for that one. Lucid with an over to break the hill. Optic do have a 2-1 advantage. And a hill setup temporarily for SSG. 3v3 right now on the map.
Weak guys.
All three of them are huddling here. They're going to get nuked by the same nade. Yeah.
LR and glass, guys. LR and glass.
Last two. You got in the yard, guys.
I feel like one significant difference watching SR play is how quickly they capitalize on an Optic at a disadvantage. Like, I feel like Optic would have gotten pushed out from multiple angles in Flower in that situation. Instead of like having the opportunity to push them.
I'm gonna try to flick for this.
On it. John, look at him. He saw him in.
Should they tear up the GA? No, I think the GA is fine.
One is flatter.
It only significantly impacts one map.
Hill and blue ramp too. Fido.
You have to go and get our
Bottom mid lucid. Absolute bottom mid lucid. Yeah, but
Spawn in blue, guys. Spawn in blue.
mark it weak, one's blue ramp for me.
Yeah.
Looking up.
Ramp truck weak, Eco. One shot truck, Eco, absolute.
He played 1900 Onyx at 30 FPS, JJ. Actually, though,
Dip in S1.
Ramp.
Top blue ramp, top blue window.
Probably.
Yeah, just keep holding fire together. I can click the scope guy.
You're guys.
now dead immediately, bro. Thinking he's got a jump angle challenge on that player. They get wiped out, 3 dead. Formal tries to find a trade, gets nothing. All 4 of Optic wiped out. Good opportunity to cap the hill for SSG. It's looking like we're going to go down to the final hill here.
We want to give this first. Yeah, we have to give it.
We're to hill 5. They got to give this up.
Let's go get snipe control.
They should get snipe control. Yeah, they should already be in snipe, pushing that out. Good opening pick on Lucid.
Eco. Tom mid, Eco. Hit him once. Tom mid, he's holding me. Tom mid.
Yeah, Tom mid alert.
Kind of an awkward wrap at a bound.
Tom mid and green stairs. John's flanking alert. Loop John. Two loop. John's dead. Tom mid now. Hit me. Look. Nice.
Dead. Omar, poster stairs. I'm looking left. Nothing. I'm looking right.
Pushing guys. Two.
One.
Crazy chow. On Stellar with an advantage like that, right?
One's in hill.
One minus one.
Teammate cleans it up, though.
No, I think he spawned glass. a while ago.
Advantage stay for SSG. They do have the hill.
Yo, a couple of spawn
Optic got to be careful how they push this, man.
Play go slowly.
We can know.
It's two here, John.
Yeah, but 30 FPS, 1900 Onyx sounds brutal, bro. I don't even. That's a hell of a feat.
He's staying by
Top board.
Get camo.
30 FPS on PC?
Yo, could be blue.
Like, that sounds okay, but like Xbox One original, 30 FPS, 1900 Onyx on original Xbox One, bullshit. But on PC, 30 FPS, like you would still have the visuals, you would just have bad frames, and you still have the low latency.
He's not weak at all.
He's gonna be your soda, Sibri.
We need 5 seconds in this hill.
Nice, man.
So important that Abound getting that camo control.
I can't.
Legend losing a solo fight, Abound come in with the cleanup here. Find Snakebite, nicely done. Still hiding in the hill. Important picks at Abound, 2 dead. That should be a guaranteed hill with a minute 10 on the clock. Yep, they're playing for time. They got a positioning advantage as well. Still wiping everyone out on the map, bro. Make it a spree for Bound. He's going to push out the spawns.
I'm playing for shot.
I think it's by John. Is it Trip
Optic playing Slayer now. Staying on top of their spawns and keeping them in a disadvantage state while they burn time. 54 and counting. It's going to be brutal for SSG to bring this back off that win. Bound with the camo play literally just changed the game.
They're going to be trimmed, John. Careful. Back up John.
Seller.
Yeah, it's good to see Bound pacing himself correctly, right?
Much louder. Farther in, Seller. Just one blue.
Hi, Jesse. How's it going, guys? Welcome.
Just one blue.
This is one of, if not, Optic's last scrim before Arlington. They might have one more tomorrow. I'm not sure.
He's alert. One's alert.
He's a gold 1. That's hilarious if that's true. After saying 1900 Onyx.
Nothing last.
LR.
Eller's still weak, guys. Eller's still weak.
LR B, yeah. He's gonna use turn to bottom mid. Use turn to bottom mid. Eller's bottom mid.
I gotta go for Ella here.
Alright, slow down, just slow down. Behind you.
It's about to be GG's.
Shotgun stairs.
Nice win at a Lucid.
Nice.
Lucid with some good individual fights in that game, getting an overkill mid-game.
Zip.
Not enough to stop him. That's a 3-0 Optic already.
Nice shot, guys. Good game.
Yeah, he had a couple moments where he overchallenged maybe a bit, right? The 1v1 with Stellar off the truck, like probably could have P-shot that a little longer for Renegade to get the cleanup.
If we don't have the position, like if we don't have Trump spawn, just get it.
Jump challenge on Lucid, but he wasn't, you know, he didn't anticipate that player coming in from top yellow, pinching it.
Like just get out until like we get Trump spawns. Because like you cap it, but they have the warm up, so we have to like basically break again. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't want me to cap it like after that we got a kill?
Yeah, no, don't cap it.
Okay.
Until like it's like obvious
Okay.
to cap it. Because we could also like milk time also.
Oh, you're right. It is like more efficient.
Yeah, I mean, we see that a lot. If they have a hill almost captured, an opportunity to milk some of the timer,
they have
then
the warm up, so like we basically have to break.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we still have to break them. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Then, like, ideally, like, we push, fucking, I sit by the hill, they spawn S1, I cap it, probably die, but you guys have trans spawn.
Does it count as real Onyx? I don't know. Do we care that much about... I mean, okay. I would say, like, yeah, so a Slayer Onyx and an Arena Onyx are two different things. They're two pretty different things. I wouldn't want to discredit somebody who got Onyx and Slayer, but an Onyx in Arena is, like, gotta be, like, a 1700 or something in Slayer.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm going bottom tower.
1700 plus. I really don't know. They're very different. Stellar's got music. It's quiet. I think we might be okay. 1v1 Onyx is also like a easier feat than Arena Onyx. All other playlists are easier to get Onyx than Arena. Just because less people play the playlist, less pros, less top tier players play the playlist, so they don't skew the bell curve as much, if that makes sense. So the access to Onyx is like easier, right? Because in the Arena playlist, you've got more, like significantly more high tier players that skew the bell curve on like the distribution curve of like where players should be ranked, right? Like you only want a certain amount of players in each playlist, in Onyx, in Diamond, etc. So it basically gets harder and harder to get Onyx the more players that you have that are good in Onyx. We're on Stellar's POV for Game 4 here. Currently 3-0 Optic. Thank you, Zombies, for the follow. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome. We got a little bit of like EDM music or something. Quiet EDM in the background. Just keeping it to a minimal and hoping I don't get in trouble with copyright. Yeah, I mean, also, whether or not you get Onyx is dependent on your ranks from previous seasons and whatnot, right? So, like, if you have a decently high MMR, then you should be ranking within Diamond 5, and it shouldn't take you long to get Onyx.
Target spotted.
Clean up on Renegade. Kind of taking a gamble getting to the hill because they don't have pipes clear. Yeah, there could be somebody behind him in gold, and where is he? Bound. Bound comes in and finds the kill. Stellar thinking maybe he would be able to get away with it, but Bound taking advantage. Gets the reset on B. A hold here for SSG. Optic reset C. Disadvantage stay for SSG with Camo coming up here. How do they play it? Bro, this music. Oh. Lose the 1v1 once again here. In pipes. Camo picked up by Lucid, though. Nicely done. You get brain dead teammates. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's definitely like a thing, I guess. But the top players will solo queue to the top ranks regardless of who their team is, right? Like teammates will make the game more challenging for you at times, but there's always something that you can improve at. And your rank is the way that it is because of, not to be that guy, but because of you in the end of the day, you know? Like there's something that you need to work on that's like prohibiting you from getting to Onyx is, you know, 99.999% of the reason why that's happening. Or, you know, if that makes sense. Because the best players get there anyway, you know? Mantries, how's it going, brother? First time here. Love my stuff. Thank you, man. Should be on the stage, giving play-by-plays at Arlington. Yeah, maybe one day, man. Or even just streaming one day, you know, just hanging out with the venue would be cool. I appreciate you though, man. Thank you. Welcome. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Don't you dare, bro. Get out of here with that. 124 for Optic already. This is a map where you'd hope to see SSG make a comeback, right? Like, this is a map game type where Optic have been shown to struggle in the past. SSG can find a win here and build some momentum from here, or they can crumble and Optic can get even more confident as the snowball continues, right? We saw that happen in the SR scrim where SR started to pull away, and the farther they pulled away, the easier it looked like it was for SR to continue winning. The harder it was for Optic to get their act back together. It started snowballing in SR's favor. I've got a fear already that if Optic take this as well, it's just bad news for SSG for the scrim, you know? Though these guys are top-tier players, I'm sure they'll find, you know, the endurance. But you would want to see them wake up and give Optic some trouble in their weaker maps. Need a watch party and a major. That'd be sick. Yeah, that'd be a good step in the right direction, 100%. Either way, I'm committed. Like, I love this. I'm glad to have you guys here with me. The support from you guys has been incredible. We're still trying to, you know, build our goals here. So, you know, keep supporting the stream. And at some point, you know, hopefully the right people get the message and we can, you know, do more. Bring this to a larger audience. This is a key to success right here. Stellar with a shock, bro. 200 points already for Optic. Dangerous zone for SSG to be in. We got to see Stellar hit some faces, bro. He's not quite connecting just yet. Fires 4 shots out, gets nothing. Renegade bound to die, though. SSG with a numbers advantage. Form with a cleanup on Snakebite. That'll even the odds a bit. Stellar trying to help him out here as they do hold AB, right? Vantage state on the map from A to gold. They don't have to push out the map if they can play adequate defense. There's the face you're looking for. Finds Legend. Not going to quite connect on bound. The pinch comes in from gold here, and the drop into B is Optic with the pressure on. Can SSG fend him off? Stellar's spawn is going to split at this point, likely into long haul. They fended him. No, they won their fight in A, right? Making A a safe spawn point for Stellar. He can push up pipes here. Renegade knows he's there now. He's going to be really hard to kill. Prenade in, combo. Big kill from Stellar. Backing out just in time to allow Eco to get in the fight. They do win the exchange. Going to drop into B here. At 216, SSG doing everything they can to hold on. The worrisome component here is any small mistake, and they'll fall apart. Eco pre-nading out the long haul just in case somebody pinches him. He perfectly nades Stellar, bro. 2 doesn't find Renegade, bro. I don't know if Stellar, you know, maybe just getting warmed up, but I feel like those are shots I'd expect him to hit cleanly. Doesn't find the double. Optic gonna lose, you already know? You're talking about what? Something entirely different than this scrim, I assume.
This is the way.
Brandon Clark, thank you for the YouTube follow. Welcome, guys. This is the way. If you're just tuning into YouTube, you haven't seen this before, I'd appreciate a like on the broadcast. We're trying to get this up on the algo. If you're catching me on your home page, then YouTube is doing this right? Halo is way too incredible of, or at least the competitive side of the game is way too incredible to not get some more love. Doing what I can to, you know, help give visibility to it. 234 for Optic. It's just danger zone at this point. They got 15 seconds to make an impact. Eco in B to stall the timer, but he's in a fight already. Stellar's got to move quick to help him out. Cap B. One more opportunity for SSG to hold down the map here. I like this aggression at a Stellar. Formal's already dead. They can make it a quick 2 dead on Bound. Bound almost finding the pick. Such a difficult kill in that situation. Thank you, Complex. Appreciate it, man. They're going to push out and take C. This will flip the spawns. Should be gold right now. Gold along. They're already dropping into B. Pipes is open here, too, as Eco looks to push it out. Formal finds the kill on him. Numbers advantage Optic. They take back B. Got some good angles. His teammate, I believe, pushing out... Oh, center map. As they got the pinch coming in from long haul as well here. They've lost the map once again. 237 and counting. Stellar solo on this push. He's getting crossed from gold. There's not a lot he can do as a solo man. Almost finds the sticky. Would have been nice. Can they pinch the opposite side? Eco from bottom mid. He's got 4 seconds to stall it. He dies. 49. They won't make it. Bro, the entire game they spent at a deficit. Optic just looking locked in at this point, man. And like I said, if they're winning on their weaker maps, it's a scary situation for SSG. Is it Carson? Thank you for the YouTube follow, guys. Welcome. That was dominant out of Optic. Frighteningly so, man. I believe a 4-0 to start the game. To start the scrim today. We're going back to Formal's POV. He's got no cam today, which tells you he's focused up and taking it serious. Let's get it, Brose. Oh, that is just good Halo right there. That is just damn good Halo. My God. Oh, yeah. Welcome back, Brose. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the kind words, man. This is the way. We're at 1476 out of 15, hundo. Let's try to regain here. Get us over 1,500. I think we can do it. Groy Gaming, thank you for the YouTube follow. Welcome, guys. Currently sitting with 300 on Twitch and nearly 1,000 on YouTube. Love you guys. Let's keep it going. Only 127. Stain, you gotta tell him to like the broadcast.
Try to worship with me, Matt.
I'm gonna try to pick up this fucking cross.
You guys want me to do triple lobby?
It's always fun to watch Optic when they got comms.
Just try.
Lewis, thank you for the follow. Welcome, brother. On board with Formy in Game 5. Fortress Bomb. Another weak game type for Optic. Dragula. 613 sub. Let's go, brother. Welcome back. This is the way.
We have both snipes. Play for that snipe, man. We have both snipes. Just over a second. We have both snipes. Get both
Thank you, Tyree. Bernard, welcome to YouTube. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I'm looking at John. I'm looking at John.
Play your life.
Arlington is this weekend. If you're just tuning in, we'll be locked in the full weekend, right? I'm streaming every day this week at this time, so come back this time tomorrow. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's a 3-day event. It's the biggest event of the year so far. Optic currently are second seed.
Ring one eco week. Ring one eco.
They're going to be fighting hard to beat SSG this weekend.
You guys are fine.
Magic Face, thank you for the follow.
Also,
like I said, this map has been a weaker one for Optic. They struggle to coordinate here. They can get their kills, but when it comes to planting the bomb, that's where they have difficulty.
The push. One shot, B. Two one shots. One drinking, one ring two.
All good, Tyree. You're here now.
That's one.
Ring two, one shot, Taylor.
We're live at 4 p.m. just about every day.
RBR.
Between 4 and 5 p.m. around there, Eastern.
Still RBR.
Artie! 5 gifted per Optic win? I love those odds, Hardy. Scrim's going incredible, man. Welcome back. Thank you for the sub. 11 months. That's the energy I like to see. Optic won 4 already, by the way, Hardy. Just letting you know.
I'm gonna drop it and kill, okay?
Optic with some good positioning here on top base. Hardy trying to confirm my biases already in the broadcast.
2-shot back flag, snake bite, 1 spiral.
That's a big W.
Back flag, snake bite, 1's on spawn. Back flag, snake bite, 1 spawn double on you, I think.
Oh, that's coming, guys.
Spawn snipe center. Yeah, play, hold trophy. I'm gonna go back to that. Yo, ring two right here. We kill Sky. Their flag also.
Oh, I see huge key to success here. They gotta make sure they get this. Who stood on top of it? Snakebite forced to drop. It's 2 dead. Eco dead as well. Huge advantage for Optic. The bomb's already in position. 4 dead. Oh, they played the bomb off. Last person alive on SSG must have played the bomb off the map, so good play. And that'll slow Optic's roll. I love that rotation at a formal. He switched weapons, repulsed the bomb. It flies farther than the oddball. Gives him an opportunity to get the plant here. Should be guaranteed. Good execution at Optic. They'll lock it in. That coverage from tower to spiral, right? His team's blocking every spawn. And it's getting chaotic, but they're holding it down.
Back flag and low spiral. No man's scamming. No man's coming to porch, John.
Yeah, it's just getting away.
I'll play for that guy when I spawn.
Yeah, switch weapons to drop the bomb, then repulse to shoot it forward. The bomb launches far off a repulse. It's a unique mechanic with the bomb and makes it a valuable play to, throw it up into the base, out through the courtyard, so you don't have to rotate it all the way. It's also Easter weekend. Yeah, I know, Robbie. Even if you don't celebrate, it's kind of a... It's Easter weekend. It's 420 on Sunday, bro. And it's a Halo tournament.
I'm going for bomb. No idea what this guy is.
2 dead already here. Corner with the bomb pickup. Renegade already occupying the spiral stairs. Snakebite gets an important kill with the sniper on the tower. I gotta tell him where he is. Can Snakebite stay alive? Lucid dead off spawn here. Somebody else in Optic has to rotate that bomb. Snakebite with a huge shutdown on formal.
Yeah, West is 30. John, good job, bro. Good job. Just keep doing what you're doing. One's their tower sniping Snakebite, okay? Nice shot, one. Their tower sniping.
One's going on no mans. Or no mans is low spiral.
I don't know. I think the true mark of a top tier competitor is to not let the adversity shake you, right? Scotty, thank you for the follow, brother. So if I'm Snakebite, he's won 3 world championships. the guy must have an incredible mental, right? Like, even though you're not, like, satisfied with where you're at, I don't see him faltering in his mentality.
Last guy will be 4 dead. 4
You
dead.
know.
It's the arm. Keep going.
Or else he's not a champion.
Yeah, it's like a fresh 4 too. It's like a fresh 4. One top tower.
The man trees with the prime sub. We hit a hype train, baby.
I'm dead.
Damn good Halo. Let's go, man trees. Welcome to the way. Thank you for the prime sub.
Please, nice.
The prime subs mean a lot, guys. I'm doing the best that I can to get 300 Twitch points for 3 months so we can get more money per sub. We recently got partnered. So the prime subs mean a lot if you have an available prime sub.
Watching your cross, John. I have a cross.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No. I'm watching every cross.
I'm moving.
All good, Scotty.
Ring
Welcome.
2 or ring 3, guys.
Yeah, yes.
Still plenty of time on the clock here.
No man's again. Seller one shot.
Formal does not need to die to this, right? Good damage, gets out of the fight. Should be an easy cleanup for his teammate that he just called. Why is he having trouble with it, though? Stellar's still alive.
Back flag.
Stellar somehow traded positions with Bound and stay alive in Spiral?
Watch the window. Eco, watch the BR. Back flag was weak.
One shot of flag.
Stellar killed Bound in the 1v1, and now he's going to take Formal.
Lucid. Yeah, one more back flag weak. Snake bite.
Lucid with the win. Stellar was a one-shot back there, right? Bound had trouble with that the whole time, and now they're staggered on their push with the bomb.
Ring 1 also weak. Nice, I'm looking at right.
Banned on Twitch for saying, yeah, I heard Aiden.
Top tower.
It's unfortunate that he's not, like, learning. Because I know he wants to be a part of the community, but he doesn't seem to. He hasn't figured it out.
I see that. Double snipe fight. One double snipe fight, guys. On the snipe spot.
OV20.
They're beyond their elbow. Elbow's still 1. They're top tower 1 shot. He's on the ramp. Going top. He's top tower now. He's still sitting on ramp. Top tower now.
Wait, prep and what?
The bond.
Low right archers. We're here. Losing one shot.
Good advantage stay for the OS here. Stellar on top of it. Important 1v1. Formal Stellar. Stellar takes it! Is it enough to get the OS? It will not be. Optic on top of it.
First guy snake fight. Go.
I'm gonna move to
Numbers advantage Optic. Rotating the bomb with the OS here. This is big to get advantage into the base. Formal off spawn. What can you do? Snake bite dead already.
John, lurk right.
Right side of the map is open. Yep. Formal with the positioning on the wing here. Should be able to defend for the bomb rotate. He's flying out. He's gonna get tagged in the back.
One ring 2 on me too. Ring 2 above me. Hit him twice.
Kind of a crazy play out of Formal right there.
Our spiral. Going our ring wall.
Chupa thingy.
One shot above you should be. Our ring 3 should be.
Damn good Halo. Chupa, welcome to the way, brother. Thank you for the 3-month resub. I appreciate you, man.
Going all arches, porch. He's going 2 guys off front base. Off spiral, on ring 1 and off front base. Ring 1 going all bond to arches no, to S1.
There's this one. Guys.
How hard will I be participating in 420? Probably not that hard. War Turtle! What's up, brother? We got some ghosts in the chat. How you doing, man?
The front base weak.
Big scrim today. Big scrim. 4-0 Optic. They're starting out real hot. And they're 1-0 in the game here currently. Matt Frying out here? Yeah. I mean, if there's one thing you can trust in Formal, it's his accuracy. His damage output and accuracy.
Look at this guy. Ring 2 under our tower.
Like, if I celebrate 420, it would be after the broadcast, guys. I want to give you guys good content. I can't, it's hard to multitask. If I'm like stoned out my mind, bro. 420 is like weed day, Yadatello. It's like the international marijuana day. Trillo, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So you guys have your fun. You can watch and get baked, but I can't be doing that when I'm locked in.
Snake Bite's in our basement with sniper. Snake Bite's in our basement
with the cast.
He's in our basement, okay? With sniper. I can start playing for it. You guys ring 2.
Yeah, I've made a good aim video, actually. I got a big aim breakdown a long time ago, but it's still valuable.
Our snipe block with the west.
Hard to link it right now.
One base with bomb. He's going straight to armor.
Can they stop this? They're in the base with bad angles. Captain Crunch with the prime sub, brother. Let's go. They're on top of it. They're stacking it. How the hell did Optic let this happen? Found here with last second defense. That was massive. Legend with the defense will save it. Optic somehow pushed out on the map where the ball got collected and rotated out by a solo player right there, right? They somehow missed the rotate and had to come back to the base to save it last second. Captain Crunch, welcome to the way, brother. Thank you for the prime sub. Let's go. Good cleanups in the base here. Defensive play once again. 3 minutes 30 to go on the clock. Sniper's coming up. Formal checking his corners. Apparently somebody's still lingering. Formal chasing ghosts. Snake bite one shot still. An important body shot to keep him Keep him weak.
I mean, if you need help,
Honest,
sir.
First,
honest,
guys.
honest.
Teach me left stick aiming back in the day in Halo 5.
Is it our basement, man?
Our basement solid. Yep.
Cool, Raven. Thank you.
Two shutter basement.
Just
Solid.
Why he hits that,
They
bro.
keep getting into Optic's basement, right?
200 flag. Two bashing the Mac.
SSG extending out the map, forcing Optic to turn around and deal with them from the back of the map here. Going to make it tough for them to plant the bomb of their own.
Our back flag eco.
Still holding on to their lead,
Low
though.
tower, eco right here. Two tower eco.
Nice win.
Ring two guys. Ring two. Right now.
They're no mans also.
Sit there. Go front base.
Still got 7 shots in the sniper.
Front base.
Sniping on bomb.
Front base, guys. Ring one shot. One shot.
Nicely done.
Bomb. You got him.
Up tower, Lucid.
Little head-to-head. Lucid with the sniper as well. Cleans him up somehow. Random stray nade. Might have been a team nade.
He dropped archers.
The sniper goes down. Lucid now down in the arches. Trades it.
Wait,
It's a freaking bloodbath, bro. They're dying at every corner of the map. There's snipers down to pick up as well. Nearly full snipe before Formal died. Yeah, that snipe is where Eco is.
Try and hold ring for OS.
Oh, doesn't get out with a nice snap at a Formal, right? Stellar collects the snipe. He's finding bodies. Formal was somehow a cross-map nade onto Lucid. Numbers advantage SSG. They might be rotating bomb here. Renegade's got to look for a trade. Oh, he's dead to rights. Advantage state SSG. They still got a sniper here, too. Formal can't expose his face to this.
This one. Hey, two RS on one side.
Stellar with the repulse. Big win at a Stellar. Formal getting shut down with the repulse. Can't find the face. SSG in their base here, too. Can they rotate bomb to the platform? 2 dead for Optic. They're getting staggered. Formal about to spawn. Triple stack on the bomb, bro. They can do this. They're planting it. Formal's the only one alive to stop it. He's got to get an important nade in. He's looking for Eco. They plant that.
One shot from base and one's our base.
1-1. Minute 50 on the clock. It's a tight battle.
Our back flag right now. Our back flag pushing our side spawn. Our side spawn right now, Sabri. It's chasing you, flanking. With a repulse.
Yeah, Icy plays out of Stellar in that sequence, right? Breaking into the corner there, finding Formal twice back-to-back with the sniper and with the repulse. Advantage state Optic. Can they toss the ball to Renegade? Renegade going to hold down the spawns here.
Up tower, guys. I think that's one.
Optic going to press their attack. Legend from down low dies, trades it. Big 1v1 with Stellar. Stellar dies to bound. 2v2 right now?
They're top tower, so they're top tower.
Can go like shrink to Sparrow.
Back flag, weak guys. I'm looking at it, right? Our front base,
Just not in the conversation? They're always in the conversation. For winning the tournament? I don't know. For top 3? Definitely.
Our Sprout still behind me. Weak our Sprout, 3 shots in our Sprout.
This is a good opportunity for them to get some momentum in their side, though, right? Optic does have some trouble with chemistry on this map, and I think we've seen a bit of that already.
What's the Sparrow?
SSG consistently in their base, pestering them. The moment Formal spawn, he's got to look back at the base, right? Deal with that one guy that's lingering in the basement. 10 seconds to OS here, too. Optic need to make sure they get it with 30 seconds left. Huge kill on Snake by 2 dead. Stagger bomb in the plant. Not going to go for OS. Going to defend Renegade. They got to go back on the plant and do it now. Easy kill. Spawner's coming up. Oh, Optic have OS. Legend has it. Renegade dies immediately. Formal getting mixy here. Players on left and his right. Spawns in spiral now, too. Nicely done. They got a plan. That's it. GG's. It's chaotic, bro. It's chaotic. But they got it.
Keep track of bomb here.
Keep eyes on you. They could have got out left, John. They could have got out left, okay? They could have got out left.
There's no way in less than 10... Are they trying to plant again? They're trying to plant again? They're just hiding. They're hiding with the bomb. That makes sense. He's hiding bottom mid just in case. Nicely done. Crazy, chaotic close to that game. Formal coming out with 20 kills and 15 assists. 29 at a bound, who is frying in this scrim. We're going to go back to bounds POV soon. We'll hit Lucid first, as they're still looking for their first game win and a regain in the scrim here. It's 5-0. Showed some signs of life in the middle of that one. Optic in the close, though. Formal not afraid to get involved and mix up the spawns in the Alba, right? You got to be so on top of this. There's only 3 spawn locations in the back of the base, so if you're going to flip one to the Alba, you got to be ready for spiral, right?
For like four fucking minutes straight. You guys were like playing our base well too. I feel like we weren't like dying, like trying to scan for the spiral guys. Yeah. It felt clean the entire time he was alive there.
Coach Lunchbox gassing the roster. Let's go. Damn good Halo. Hardy, that was an Optic win. Is this man a man of his word or not? I don't know if he's still lurking. Who's the dark horse in Arlington? Nemesis and TSM have the best shot at breaking top 4, top 3, as being teams that are ranked outside of it currently. It's looking like a lock, yeah. There's a damage boost power up in Halo 5, yeah. I'm surprised it's not in the game at all. Or surprised that it's not. Just drop everything and watch the broadcast. Come on. I mean, ideally, you guys can, like, multitask, and if you got stuff to do around the house or whatever, you can just kind of, like a radio host, just listen to me. Daniel, thank you for the YouTube follow. Welcome. Hardy, there it is! 5 gifted per Optic dub. This man is a goat.
That is just good Halo right there.
That is just damn good Halo.
My God.
We're sitting at 1485 out of 1500 right now. Hardy, thank you, man. Revo, Props, Bread for Toast, Octavius, and One Little Psycho. Welcome to the way. Let's go. Optic looking pretty confident today. Might be getting a lot of wins at this rate. If you're currently on YouTube, please like the stream. I would appreciate it. We're sitting at 900 on YouTube.
I'm sorry.
All right, formal start in the game. We're going to go to Lucid POV now. Shoot objects on the maps, like on Recharge, there are fire extinguishers if shot. As long as it's, like, readable. So, like, in Halo 5, there were explosive barrels. And that wasn't so bad in Halo 5. The barrels were static. They wouldn't move anywhere. They were always in the same location. And you could use it as, like, a trap. And they would automatically respawn every couple minutes, right? So, like, Plaza had a few of them. Jacobin, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So, yeah, like, things that you can shoot that explode or, like, you know, maybe cause, like, a visual obstruction. Stuff like that is not a bad idea as long as it's not, like, too powerful. The fact that you can pick up barrels and throw them in this game, like, that's too much, you know? If it was static on the floor, it'd be a little bit better because it's readable, it's consistent. You can't, like, hide it around a corner with a barrel in your hand and then just chuck it at somebody. Lucid POV Game 6 here. Oddball Streets is a confident map for Optic. This could be a real uphill battle for Lucid and team, especially after losing that Fortress game. Now, we saw the SR scrim with Optic recently. I kind of want to forget that that happened. It was a 99-99 oddball, and Bound unfortunately dropped the ball before holding it for a full second. They lost the first round, and then they crumbled in round 2. So as long as we see none of that today, Optic should be pretty confident. Rempel, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. Ooh, Lucid not quite finding the face there. That's Renegade getting that with camo off the opening strat. Gives him camo, Stalker to work with here. Hardy with another 5.
Good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
Oh my God.
Hardy, are you predicting the wins in advance? What do you do? Brother, your goat, man. Max, Arthur, 50 Clem, Kalman, Tugi, and Protect the Paint. Welcome to the way. Let's go. In advance? Yo, bro, come on. You can't do them like that. It's 60 points, though, nearly, for Optic already. Rough scenario to be in for SSG. Trying to get some mileage here. Lucid breaking through center map. Does find a kill. It gets traded by Renegade. Snakebite, hopefully he can pick up off of it. They got some temporary ball time here while it happens. And coverage from B Street. So B would be the location to rotate the bomb if they do move it. Delicious. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Camo now coming up. This is an important key to success. 2 dead as well. Advantage State SSG should be a guaranteed camo. 4 dead Optic. A-side setup. What are they doing here? They're blocking C. They want him to spawn in B while they collect camo. I kind of like it. Easy to shoot him off Red Room. Yep. We see coverage like this often in high-level play. Like, make them spawn B and have a wrap across the entire map instead of letting them run uphill for C. It seems like there's better, more complementary sightlines to attack them immediately when you spawn them in this way. Beautiful shots at Elusive. You've also got the power of Heaven Ledge to cross from above as they spawn and walk out of B, right?
This is the way.
Frisky Bear, thank you for the follow. Welcome, brother.
This is the way.
Lucid with the sandbox awareness as usual. Grabs a sidekick, steps, jumps up to the ledge there too as he hits his shots, right? There's a couple step jump ledges here. Really convenient to take advantage of when Lucid uses them. SSG gets slammed by Optic and SR this weekend. Are they making a change? I don't know. I think one thing to keep in mind is that there's another Halo tournament in the end of May, so strategically, it might not be a good idea to make any changes until after Dallas in the end of May, right? So if they underperform, like, I feel like they should stick it out and keep going. And if they underperform a second time, then I think we might see a second roster mania, because the gap between the May event is like 3 months to August, right? We got another event in August, so there's actually some time to, like, make a new team and build maybe a little bit of chem. Love Lucid, Snakebite, etc. It's no hate. I actually want the old Optic guys to succeed. Hardy, I like that mindset. In the end of the day, we're here for damn good Halo, right? It's fun seeing Optic win, but you know, at the same time, I do love all these guys. Good lockdown at Optic here. Last alive, SSG in the back of the base. That's a guaranteed round as they shut them down full 4 dead without trades. Nothing Lucid could do here. Damn, bro. Hand-cooked chicken or oven roasted? They're both good, man. Can't go wrong with either. No idea when the next update is. Grand. I think summer, actually. Summertime is when we get the next, like, update or whatever. Diego, thank you for the YouTube follow. Welcome.
This is the way.
Let's go, guys. Another day, another grind. Rarky. Welcome, brother. Got some VIPs in the chat. Let's get it. Look at the opening strat, like, clear wipe out of Optic, right? They just wrecked him off the opening. All 4 drop. They get the ball immediately. Something is fundamentally going wrong with SSG right off the opening of these games. So they're just not hitting as hard as Optic is back to back. It feels similar to what SR was doing to Optic just days ago, right? Where SR was coming out with this heat off the opening strat, and they would just set this incredible, like, momentum and precedent for the round that follows, you know? Flow state formal could be part of it. I don't know. But they're just getting shredded off the opening. Camo now in center map. Ball there, too. Important to stay alive and bait this. Stellar punching an opening through the left-hand side of the map here. Lucid might have a chance to get both the camo and the ball. Nicely done. He should not be the ball guy. Yeah, he's been revealed. He needs a teammate to swap places with him. Found that dead. Legends pushing up the cafe lane here. Huge kill with the help of Snakebite. Good team awareness out of SSG. They're working well off each other here. Lucid, despite the fact that he has camo, he's not wasting an opportunity to collect objective time here. Calling out Renegade spawn, too. PD open. Eco with a pinch out through A-Gen. That player's coming up ATM. There he is. Good pinch out of Optic. Dodging pre-nades. Finding the kill. Flow state is so cringe. He's locked in, bro. Flow state. I don't know, man. You get it. He's in the zone. You guys ever see that anime, Kuroko no Basket, or whatever? The basketball anime? And then when somebody gets in the zone, and they have, like, electricity coming out of their eyes, that's how I see it, bro. So anime. Optic with a quick 4 dead right there. Do get some ball time. Call me a simp, bro? What the fuck? Wait, what? Does nobody watch that anime? That's crazy. Uh-oh. Stalker control at a Lucid. An important key here. Yeah. This is good, though, right? They got a setup throughout the entire map here. Stellar, Eco working off of each other. Snakebite in the center of it. And then Lucid trying to find his timing to pinch off the intel he's getting here. 3. Great accuracy out of Lucid. Not going to ego chow that fight before cleaning up Legend. Renegade drops as well. Calling out the PD spawn as it happens here. Finds the face and damage into Bound. Bound should have this pick. Good idea at Lucid to try to skate past where he expects the pre-nade to go in advance of it even coming out. He dies, but he does a lot of good damage, making it easy for SSG to hold on to control here. They do have the lead. Somebody just slid out his back C. Yeah. I heard that off his spawn, right? Like, the moment he spawned, somebody slid out his back C, like, immediately. Optic getting away with a flank there, despite the Ivy spawn location. They got a ball set up out there. Halo Unk, bro? I don't know. Sometimes I'm hearing shit that the pros aren't hearing, man. Maybe they got comms because of their comms, right? $57 for SSG here. Gotta see some contention, right? Let them get around. Who should they pick up in Roster Mania 2? I got no idea, but I safe to say the M&K players we've been seeing recently got me a little inspired, right? Like maybe Woodham is a really good pickup for a top 3, top 4 team. Like the talent that the team needs, right? Woodham's damage that he deals and just kill potential. The guy was popping off recently. As far as like young cracked players with high skill ceiling, like I feel like he's somebody they should keep tabs on. I read the score wrong, didn't I? 80 and counting here for Optic. They're about to close it out. This is looking grim for SSG, bro. Who else is good? Rice on M&K is nasty, and you got Scoob on M&K as well. I haven't seen as much of his POV, but I'm sure he's excellent too. The Mind Freak team, half Mind Freak is M&K players. There's really only 3, I think, major notable ones at the moment at pro level. But Woodham is like, his POV is different, man. Like, he might be one of the few players on the peripheral, but when you watch him play, it's like, he's doing shit that, like, controller players can't even fathom. Beautiful cross-map damage at Lucid. My God, doesn't skip a beat there. It's that BR meta Lucid, right? Back in year 1 with the BR. This guy was the MVP. Pulling it off with a bandit there too. Shutting down Formal. 51 seconds. Got to be perfect Halo to SSG to hold on to this. We're Jiggle peeking out the Shroud here. Renegade gets a nade kill on Snakebite. Lucid looking for a cleanup. Renegade finds 2. Bound from the corner. Deletes him with the BR. He is the line of defense while his teammates spawn nearby. Yeah, they're still pressing him out. His teammates are spawning over to Cafe, letting them know he's likely getting pushed from B. Some beautiful fights here at Lucid. He doesn't have enough ammo to make it work, though. Cleanup coming in from Stellar. It's still a tug-of-war in the PD. Camo now up here, too. Dilemma for Snakebite. They'll control that, but they're giving up the ball in the process of getting the camo. And that might lose them the game. 10 seconds. It's a tricky balancing act, right? You want to make sure you don't give up camo, but at the same time, they've only got so much time they can afford to give up with the ball here. 97 now for Optic. 3 seconds to close it. Camo control with Snakebite, I believe, who finds an important kill on Renegade. SSG hold on to advantage. Formal rip and Stellar a new one somehow from, I believe, the C-Balk. And that's a good opening for Optic to get up through the center of the map. He's in trouble. They got to drop it and slay. Put it in a beta. Wow, crazy rotate at a Lucid. He's skirting past the sight line, somehow getting the shields at the same time. Bound with 2. Bound looking for 3. Stellar going to shut Renegade down. Optic in position to get the collection here, but a good pinch out of SSG in 3 angles. They find Bound. Formal coming in for a pickup. Still got Snakebite and Eco on the lane. Lucid with some beautiful pre-nades up into tires and center map. His whole team's dead, though. He's got 1 teammate pinching in from B. Stellar with a cleanup. And there's the rotate. Optic will find it out through ATM. Yeah, nothing he could do about that perimeter. They picked up the pace at the end of the game, and they gave Optic some trouble, but they just couldn't afford to make a single mistake. Like, what do you do? It's kind of too late. .6-0 Optic, bro. Oh, man. After that SR scrim, Optic needed some confidence coming into Arlington. This is a good way to get it back. Unfortunately for SSG, though, I wonder what your headspace is like even this early on in the scrim. What's the sub record? Legit number? It's like 1,700 something, I think. Is there a way to see it? How can I check? It was around 1,700. What roster change do I think SSG should make if their performance in scrims goes to land? I don't know. It's hard to imagine Eco and Stellar splitting up. You'd have to replace, I guess, either Lucid or Snakebite with, like, Woodham. I really don't know. It's hard to imagine replacing any of the guys on the team because they're all world champions, right? Like, any move that you make would be, like, lateral at best. Like, we're looking at some of the best players in the world here, you know? Yo, Ragtag, no problem, brother. Welcome. Wonder if SSG is going to break GA. No, they will not break GA.
Oh, that is just good Halo.
Rogue Nation.
Right, that is just damn good Halo.
My God. Prime sub, brother. Welcome to the way. Thank you, man. Let's go. Play hungrier, more disciplined. They were definitely picking up the pace at the end of that game. The biggest thing Lucid said was just making sure they're on the same page. They're on the same page like 50% of the time. Last we checked in with them at the Kason LAN. Hopefully they've cleaned some of that up. I'm not really seeing it in scrims right now. At least against Optic. Vashpa.
That is just good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
My God.
The Prime subs mean a lot, guys. Thank you for the Prime sub. Vashpa, welcome to the way. Let's go. We're popping off. It's just the theme song right here, baby. Let's go back to Formal's POV. No, Bound POV now. Bound POV. Kali, Origin, CTF, Bound POV.
No, the first round.
Young Nick Young.
That is just good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
My God.
Let's get those sub points. Hell yeah, Nick Young. Thank you, brother. Prime sub for 2 months. Let's go. Yeah, every Prime sub or like personal sub that you do that's reoccurring, that counts as a Twitch point, which is important. Because if I get 300 of those for 3 months, then I can get $3.50 per sub. I get more money per sub, basically. ADHD way. Keep on slaying the content. Vospa, thank you for the kind words. I don't know why you're calling me ADHD way. I know I'm trying to keep track of so much, man. Hopefully we're navigating it okay. I'm just one man, bro. I'm one guy with 2 chats on YouTube and Twitch. I'm trying to give you guys attention and break down the game somehow simultaneously. It's a difficult balancing act. But I do love you all. Let's get into it. Game 7 now. Bound POV. And we're restarting the game. All right, back to the music. No, Streets.
Oh, that is just good Halo right
Delusional.
there. That is just damn good Halo.
My God. Tier 1 sub. That's what I like to see. Delusional. Let's go. Welcome, brother. To the way. I appreciate you. Stellar is offline. When we watched this POV, I felt like, I don't know, because like when you stream, I feel like it does take away from latency in the game. Like it adds latency to the game. It can definitely impact your gameplay. I'm not sure what might have been going on Stellar's side of things, but that's unfortunate. So Prime subs and the sub that, like, Delusional, the Tier 1 sub, like, that all counts. Tier 2 subs, obviously, Tier 3, stuff like that. The gifted subs don't count. But they still are appreciated. They just don't count towards the Twitch points. This could be a close one. Oh, Executive with the Prime
Halo
sub.
Right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
My God.
Love you guys. This is the way. Thank you, Executive. Welcome. Samantha, how we doing? I tip my hat to you, too, if I had one. It's 6-0 right now. Yeah. We're jumping back in with Bounce POV on the Origin CTF. We're going to try it again. We are 7 subs away from 1,500 right now, yeah. Yeah, Stellar turning off the stream might lead to a boost in his performance in the scrim as well. So let's see, you know. if it has any sort of an impact. A lot of weight is on Stellar on this team. When we look at the slay numbers, he generally does pop off in scrims, right? So if he's not playing his best, it's even more difficult for SSG to get the important wins that they need. Now coming up with a slightly different strat this time.
The rocket sheet, check that.
To the same location. Some nice pre-nades.
Miss one shot.
Oh my god.
One shot grass.
The beauty of hitting that pre-nade as early as he did, he hits the G-slide through grass, and he collects 2 more nades as he comes through.
Bottom mid rockets, bottom mid grass rockets.
Grass rockets in the
Rockets collected by Snakebite. Sniper collected by Legend. He's got to hit a shot here. Snakebite cleans him up with the rockets.
Yeah, blue maze. Blue maze going blue, yeah.
I think Legend said he scammed it.
That's over.
Lucid with a sniper kill now. Sandbox advantage SSG.
It's top mid. Could be bottom mid. Could be bottom mid. Yo, something okay. Something okay. Window weak.
Yeah, Optic needs to win. We don't know about this one, Hardy. Dez does. Thank you for the follow. Back during the online open, SSG has ran through Optic on this map before. Crazy rotate out of Snakebite. That's an advantage for SSG to get the flag out. They might not be able to stop it. Should be a 1-0 right here. Lucid locking it down with a sniper too. Man's making plays off the opening. Suppress is a good move as well, but once again, it's like hard to know if that would be better than what they currently have.
One's our sniper on the screen. I'm pulling now. Pulls one. Flag guys one. Flag guys one. 2-1. 2-1. 3 guys. Watch flag touch.
Remind me elbow.
2%. We gotta give.
They're transitioning from 1 flag to 2, right? Like they've rinsed them in their base back to back twice in a row here.
Just sitting on window.
The immediate second flag going in. What the hell is happening on Lucid's POV, bro?
Survive this push. Survive this push.
They have to play heavy defense here. They lose this flag is over.
Elbow sniper. One shot, guys.
One shot and one shot to S3. 2 guys, 1 shot.
Cool, 2v2.
Yeah.
Lucid's out here as well. Renegade with the kill on Snakebite. They can finally break out the base. We got some good defense here. Eco, Formal should clean that up.
One more there, sniper. I'm going to catch on.
Yeah, good awareness out of bound, knowing that last player alive might be pushing up snipe lane. Here's Lucid.
On your mat.
2 shot down. Last guy alive. 2 shot oven. And 1 spawn elbow.
1 shot oven. 1 shot oven.
Evan 1. You guys.
Elbow. Come on, sorry.
Elbow 1 shot.
Elbow 1 shot behind the commando. And 1 flag. They're spawning flag.
He's window.
Window.
Nice rob.
Look at elbow down.
Ooh, the help from Formal. Formal finding 2 in that exchange.
I'm trying to go to the flag, John. He's back by the hangar. I'm trying to block cave.
He's the cave. Back right in cave.
Do they have rocks here? They have rocks here too. This is big for Optic. Eco with a huge win in cave. Stellar with a win on Formal. Rocket player's now alone in the elbow.
Okay, one's their snipe shoot.
Legend gets a pick, but he dies.
Front blue, bottom blue.
SSG fed them off.
Elbow matter.
Here.
Yeah, 2 on 5.
Killing me. Sneaky. 2 on 5, 1's our sneaky. Fuck the sneaky guy.
Stuck me off spawn. Oh, John.
Kill the maze guy, we're okay. We're okay. Nice, we're okay.
Yeah,
Let's go, Johnny. Let's go.
Hey, Des, thank you for the kind words, brother. I appreciate you. I'll keep going. We'll see where it goes, you know? We'll see what comes from it. This might be GG's. As I say this, they can't stop it.
I don't want that.
3-0. SSG with a regain. Stellar turns off the live stream and they dominate. What happened?
Yeah, like a window, like just live for forever.
Oh my God. They're finally on the board, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the way.
SSG is finally on the board. Arsenal, let's go. Thank you for the YouTube follow. It's not too late to regain and completely flip this scrim around. For the record, it's not too late for SSG to completely flip the scrim around. Audio balancing on Optic's stream is a little odd, right? The gameplay is very low, and then the balancing of the voices are, you know, very different from player to player on Bound stream at least. Huge problem map for Optic. It's hard to know, right? Because like there are some maps where they do lose it sometimes. And today they won Fortress, they won Recharge Strongholds, right? Like those were problem maps too, but they can win them. So it's yeah, you never know like what moment they're gonna struggle in the scrim.
That's fun. Who's sticking that?
Same.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Black magic on that game right there.
Optic don't sound too worried about it. Let's see what we can do
they went one
to
bigger, I
regain
think,
game
what,
8.
2 tower? 2 tower?
Yeah. Two G slid in and one like late.
Grizzly.
That is just good Halo right there. That is
That's
just
the-
damn
good Halo.
My God.
Let's go, brother. Thank you for the gift to Josh. Welcome to the way.
Are they against everyone?
Game 8.
They won bear again.
Recharge King of the Hill.
Big girl, Lucian, big. Try big girl, Lucian.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if SSG pops off and catches fire, like, technically speaking, they can bring it back. JPAT, thank you for the ball. A double off, triple off the opening for Formal.
Trippy, last guy alive.
Finds the fourth.
Trippy, camera straight.
Oh my God, Formal.
Spawning in,
MD, thank you for the YouTube follow. Welcome, brother.
Nothing's crossed.
Thank you for
One.
Optic. Easy access to goal.
Touch weak.
Hard to find a balance.
Hell, seller. 5 across the map. Triangle to hell. Triangle to pipe door. 2 pipe door. One
Sheik, can you do some gamba for us? Some predictions on the match,
Hill down.
if possible?
And one more battlage. Nice shot. One more.
Big cleanups out of Renegade. Legend Renegade get their picks. That's goal control here. Guaranteed hill time. A spawn is open. Nobody pushed out A. They left it open here.
I'm watching your main cross. Okay, Sabri? I'm watching your main cross.
Optic gonna opt to give up A spawns and then cross them on their way out. They got coverage on C plat here too. It's kind of an awkward setup. I feel like generally spawning them C is a little easier to hold.
Stack. Chase that guy, man.
But holding this side of the map can give them an easy transition to the next hill after they control this, right?
One tower.
Thank you for the predictions. Josh, welcome, brother. Might as well follow when you get the gifted. Let's go. Oh, not going to find the face. That crush didn't do him any favors. Should be a guaranteed hill. And because they have that coverage on C plat, they're forcing SSG A into A early, right? So they've got an opportunity to fight for the next hill here too. Stellar, nice cleanup. Should be traded out. Bound looking for 2 there. Bound looking for the jump on the top of the, oh, he doesn't hit it. There's a skill jump on the top of the half wall that he tried to hit there. Great awareness out of Formal to clean that up. Snake by waiting in long haul to shut down Formal. They got goal control now too as he comes back with the pinch. SSG advantage on this hill here.
He's gonna make him. I see Trippy.
Tripping, come on, stop. Zach's weak, come on.
13-2 SR for what scrim? What was that sheet? Is that the Nemesis scrim?
I got past him. Would you guys spawn? There's a guy in gold spree. Splash.
Damn, bro. Snake by ready.
And 2 guys about.
I'm trying to slow play it and pay attention to comms, but
Hold day. Like the hill.
they got to give this up. Renegade dies in A. That's a bad death. Legend's the only one alive to get some defense on A here. Good 5.
Another one cat. Cat weak.
Beautiful out of Formal. Nicely done. Walks it backwards and cuts the sight line long enough to get the guaranteed beatdown. They wipe out the whole team. That gives them A coverage. Beautiful shots out of Renegade now too. Formal spawning a gold here. Shock coming up as well. Legend can reposition for Shock while he covers him.
Watch my top yet.
C-pot weak, seller. One C-pot weak. Top tower again. In spot.
Just keep their C-spawn open and have them continually spawn in that back corner of the map. Great shots out of Formal again. He's hitting. He's not missing, bro.
One's one bear.
Stacks weak, seller, one top tower. I don't have your cross right now.
SR versus Nem. Thank you, Sheet. Yeah, so 13-2 is a dominant stat line against Nemesis. SR are looking locked in for Arlington, man. They're looking impossible to beat. Big strafe out of Lucid right there. Crouching under the shots. Finds the win. Optic coming out with the hill, though. Plenty of time in the clock to turn things around for SSG. They got set up around the 4th hill. Semi-content would be more interactive with a standing desk. I could have a wider FOV standing. I can stand with my desk right now. Right? I just don't want to stand yet. Maybe eventually. Maybe like Arlington or something.
And Cam was on me somewhere, guys. Nice, keep going with us. Grapple to batteries grapple. Or batteries,
yeah, my desk goes up and down, bro.
Stay left side, I'm on the way.
My posture's okay.
They're trying hill.
Yeah, we might mix it in. I'm chilling right now. I'm chilling. What's up, Chris?
Grapple weak seller. One shot needle, shot seller.
What is it? Championship Sunday. We stand up and get all animated and pull out the hand gestures, bro. Don't get me started with the hand gestures. It's a big moment right here. They're gonna get that capture though. Still lingering in the hill. Plenty of time on the clock for this one to go the distance. This is gonna go down to the final hill at the rate that it's headed. It's a 2-2 right now. Good cleanup set of formal with the BR. Onto double.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm chilling. In a tux. You guys want me standing at my desk in a tuxedo? All right, noted. I could be standing on a green screen, bro. Almost dead here. C-plat control for this hill. Extremely important.
On the driveway.
Business as usual. Yeah, it's, you know, it's damn good Halo, Eli. How you doing, brother?
I can fight it.
It's 6-1 for Optic currently in the scrim. SSG got their first win. Origin CTF, they dominated it too, 3-0. Stellar was streaming. He turned off his stream, and all of a sudden SSG have woken up, and it's gotten more competitive. So I don't know if he was having some issues playing on stream. Looked like he was missing more than expected. And maybe SSG got a second lease of life here.
He's not moving glass, I'm looking for the glass.
Optic fighting hard for C-plat control to break into silo.
One silo, one hill. I'm gonna fight the
Let's get him good coverage for the camo if they can get to it. Renegade with a pinch from A side here too. Camo coming up now. Look at to shut down Snakebite. Doesn't find the win. Doubling up on stacks here. SSG on top of camo. Nobody on Optic prioritizing camo. They're getting their kills in tower. Found the only one to do it. Insane G-slide out of bound. Cuts the map. He's still trying to expose camo. They do find them. Nicely done. They got C-plat control here. Pipe spawn.
Make sure they don't get shock. I'm watching Pipe.
I
am.
Good comms out of formal. He wants them to watch the shock rifle so nobody jumps out for free. He's locked down A here. Playing it passively from the back. Stellar working off SSG's comms to isolate formal in A, right? Look at the push. He's going to die.
And one top A going A cat. A cat to tower now. A cat tower now. Right now. Top tower.
Renegade got to try to shut this down. Bound dead. Renegade dead. Last one alive legend. Any trades? He's hiding.
I spawned gold 3.
Good hide at legend. They don't know he's there. He can activate off formal's damage. Still C-plat here. Dead. It's the consistency out of formal, right? 2 back to back. He hits the important shots. 3 shots at a snake bite here too. They're still spawning at A. They don't want to be spawning A. It means SSG are going to get favorable spawns here. They got to break through back silo. They got to get through back silo and flip the map here. They don't have time anymore though. Formal kind of has to headbutt. Pinch him from pipes here too. Nice shutdown on Lucid. A sliver away from a capture here. Optic might have a chance to lock it down. They got to Chell Hill. Nicely done. 3 spawning A now. They call it shady.
Two bottom main, both weak. Bottom tower again. Make it Lucid. Don't make a bottom back right here, John.
They tell Renegade to get out of the hill, so they don't know where he is, I guess, because he's a solo player in there. Beautiful nade across the map on a Lucid, and they had the map again. Big kill. Snakebite gets a double back silo. He might team spawn his team there. And they might save the hill if that happens. Eco drops. Looking for 2. Doesn't find it on Lucid. SSG overwhelmed the hill. They're going to get it. Last second they dive in. Optic. Can they save it? They got camo and hill. They have to give it up. They needed to kill Snakebite back silo. Snakebite saved the hill right there, right? He dropped 2 of them in a double as the last surviving player on SSG. And then Formal had the double dilemma of like, do I push out Snakebite or do I defend, right? He had to defend the hill when they dropped in. Snakebite saved that hill.
Nice, one dead.
They still got a minute 30. Minute 30 is more than enough time to get this done. This could be a tie here. If they lock in on this hill.
One spawn day.
Played that brain dead? No, they lost to Snakebite. That's what went wrong. If they win that fight with Snakebite, they guarantee win the hill.
Has camo by, go guys. Get in time. I
don't know. It was mixy. Two dead. Someone's got to get out of the tower. Huge pinch from Legend into gold. Legend's positioning in gold might give Optic favorable spawns. Yeah, they do. They're spawning in pipes now, right? Legend winning that fight in gold was big.
Shock was up.
We have it. I'm looking on tower.
Bomb turn sneaky.
Bomb tower weak seller. I have bomb tower.
Beautiful headshot on Lucid. Find a Snakebite here too. They stay alive, no trades. Stellar was in tower. Comfortable opportunity for time in the hill here. Eco is in long haul. They got info on where the players are. Double hitting gold now. But Legend might need to vacate the hill or he needs help here.
Last snake.
Dude, I definitely
Big kill for Eco.
One stack.
Legend gets out with the grapple. That's huge. He's in pipes now.
Stacks on top right, I think so.
1v1, formal stellar. Big 1v1 out of formal, my god. The pacing on the final shot, bro. He waits just long enough to flick his face off. 30 seconds.
Time.
Camel coming up here. Optic needs some time.
Spot two. And hill on him. Look at hill.
They traded. Camo up now. Bound on top of Camo.
See.
Formal's got to get the help.
Too much.
Big 1v1 on top of Camo here. No, 2v1 now. He's going to die. Can they get the hill where they do it? They don't. They don't have hill. They got 15 seconds. It's GG's, bro. They can't save it.
Yeah, one's right.
They shouldn't be going bottom mid here. They can't afford to.
Zach slow showing. I'm sorry. Two guys go.
T-vibes.
5 seconds. G slide off the box and get in there. He could maybe make it. No! Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know who died to the guy back, but I could not do anything about that.
Wow, bro.
And also, we don't want to understand, like block the C spawn on the blue piles here. Like, we don't want to understand that. Like, we're always playing for the guys in A. Every time, dude. I mean, but I don't know, maybe you were, like, already there, but John, like, you have to take the 1v1, dude. Because you're giving them, like, good spawns.
Yeah. I knew I should have took the 1v1 when I was fucking... Like, right after I made that play.
He's always legend with the words of wisdom at the end of the game.
I'm the bottom in the hill, but I mean, I guess it's unfortunate. Like, the guy back C kills, like, two of us.
If we just kill that guy, we just get that hill for sure.
Yeah, that's fight out of Snakebite saved that hill without a doubt. That was huge. At the end there, maybe over prioritizing Camo, somehow not having hill control, like held down while they were trying to get Camo. Formal getting 2v1 over the Camo there. I mean, Camo is extremely important though, so even if they get that hill, it would have given SSG advantage. But oh man, it was a grueler. That was a grueler. That's the Snakebite from last year. Man is icy. These are world champions for a reason, right, guys? They're world champions for a reason. You can't just like see them. You know, they play a bad game and you like doubt them immediately. SSG are on the board now. It's 6-2. They're building. They're building momentum. We're gonna go to Lucid's POV. I find the right songs, you know. Game 9. SSG played a great game, yeah. No, Hardy. It's okay. There's no way Optic don't get... Come on, all right. I believe in the gifted. I'm enjoying the games regardless, though. Lucid POV. Strongholds live fire. Another good opportunity for SSG to keep the momentum up in the series here. Optic lost this to SR a few days ago. There'll be a threat on this map, no doubt. Looks like they gave up that repulse off the opening strat, though. Stellar should be on top of it. He ends up dying. Formal getting out with the sniper while it happens. Formal should have snipe control off this opening. For now, at least. Lucid will find him. How the SSG team formed. Surprise Snakebite left row 2. I think it kind of just... After Formal, you know, made the changes that he did, everybody else had to make changes as well to adapt to the circumstances. So maybe Snakebite got an offer from SSG. And then, you know, felt it was a good idea to take the offer. Same sort of thing with Lucid and Trippy. Like, he got an offer from SSG. I mean, it's a good org. It's the org that won 4 out of 5 majors in the past year. Like, you're teaming with Stellar and Eco. Generally, if you're not winning, you don't really get the luxury of making the decisions, you know? You got to sort of take the opportunities that come your way. Like Snakebite and Roll 2, they were winning so much, they sort of had the luxury of choosing the best teammates, and that sort of disappeared. Frosty and Roll 2 lucked out, though, with Cycle and Stellar. Or Cycle and Last Shot, my bad. We knew they were good, but good enough to, like, you know, pull off, like, the level of dominance that they've held on to? I don't know. Hard to predict that. Lucid is popping off, bro. Mainstream sellout. Streets, what are you so mad about, bro? I'm a fan of good Halo. At what point am I ever, like, unrealistically or, like, unfairly kind of biased in one direction or the other? Like, if you actually spend time watching my content, I'm pretty evenly, like, composed, you know? Like, I like seeing a team win, sure. But, like, do I dog on anybody else? Or do I, you know, like, I have pretty level-headed takes. I think you're just not watching me. But you can say what you want, man. It doesn't matter. Lucid hurt himself with his own spike there. A spike repulse combo is confident, right? It's a good option to get to sticky, but in that situation, it didn't work out. Doubling up on camo here. Lucid with the protection. Snakebite coming in from Keydor with the pinch. Should be a guaranteed camo for SSG. Seem premature. I mean, I don't know. He's been teaming with Snakebite for 14 years. So whatever, like, they made a big decision without a doubt, but they felt like it was the right time. Like, who am I to judge? I have no idea. My only assumption is that Snakebite felt like the opportunity he had with SSG was the right direction for his career. And Royal 2 respected it. I mean, it's okay. It doesn't really matter. Former with a good 2 data here. Renegade getting cleaned up for free with the sniper, though. Eco coming out with 2 kills off that. Sniper control back in the hands of SSG. 90 to 52 here. Stellar popping off on the feet. Stellar turning off the live stream. Now he's taking faces. It's possible to be a fan of one team but also respect and hype up the other guys. Exactly. Oh my god. That's it right there. I love all these players. And I've said it a million frickin' times, like, the last thing I want is one team to dominate the league. I don't care who the team is. That's bad for Halo. If I'm biased to anything, it's biased to just Halo thriving. That's all it is. I don't care. It's like, obviously, you know, I want to be able to support myself financially, but, like, I want this game to thrive. That's all that matters to me. So that means that we have to see different teams win. Like, Optic should win one. SR should win one. SSG, like, if they all get a turn, then you guys won't know who the heck is going to win. And it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of contention, a lot of dialogue, and the most interesting, like, you know, dynamics, at least. Like, SSG winning 4 events last year, it's fun for them, but not as much for everybody else. Had a duo of Psycho and Last Shot. As I understand, they needed 2, R2 and Frosty with a logical pair. Apparently, Lucid and Trippy spoke to Last Shot and Cycle initially, though. And for whatever reason, they went with Frosty and Royal 2. I'm not sure what happened in that dialogue, but the first thing that we saw in the intel, like the Roster Mania intel, was that Lucid Trippy were playing with Cycle Last Shot. That could have been a reality. You're more buff? Wait, what does being buff have to do with coaching? Nah, I'm in the right place, guys. Find me somebody else that is doing what I'm doing, you know. Or not to sound like... Point being is I think I'm well aligned in what I'm doing here currently. I don't need to be a coach. If I'm a coach, I can't be a streamer or a caster. Legend just giving this man trouble, right? Delaying his life as long as possible. Good shutdowns at a Lucid and Stellar, though. That's going to take the map here. Stellar putting pressure on A as well. He's got a 1v1 fight. Lucid going to join him off the G-slide. Incredible reaction and accuracy at a Lucid, right? Beautiful insta-splow. My god, he's out too. Make it a double. Good survival option to get to the top of that ledge there temporarily in case somebody nades out back B, right? That upper ledge can avoid some of the nade damage, but that was a sick double. He came in ready to fire that shot as like a pre-fire, right? He hit it so quick. Follows it up with an insta-splow. Deletes Renegade in the 1v1. 2 peaks on the bound and a beatdown into Formal. This guy's doing max damage, right? The amount of shit he just did in that one life is insane, and they're winning because of it. It's 150 and counting. Formal coming out with the back smack on Eco. Formal with 2, though. Good answer out of Formy. They'll take B for that. And slow SSG's roll. But what a life out of Lucid, man. That was nuts. Makes light work a legend. His micro movements around geometry are freaking, like, take notes, bro. Like, how efficiently he moves around the edges of corners and surfaces. He, like, tiptoes around things perfectly. Just back steps, skates the angles instantly. Like, he gives up nothing. It's interesting because Lucid hates the jiggle peek, but he might be one of the best in the world at it. Cartmink, thank you for the follow. Like, Lucid, I think, complains about it, but he's arguably better than just about anybody. Three does find the player bottom tower here. Optic with a big lockdown on the map. They got to get control and get it quickly. Nicely done out of Stellar. They're bleeding time. They're bleeding a lot of time. They got to get into a hill. Camo coming up in 5. 1v1, Bound Lucid. Bound dropping off the box gives him an advantage in that gunfight, right? Just being able to have that vertical aspect to the strafe. So hard to track. Eco getting deleted as well. And Optic take control with a trip cap at 200 and camo control. This is a bad situation to be in if you're an SSG fan. I think his nade got stuck inside the box there. He's trying to prenatal cuts. They'll take C to stall the bleeding. They got to make sure they work well off each other. 3v3 right now. Lucid with a cut, bottom mid, and he gets called out for it. And then deleted on key door. Somehow getting completely shut. It's the camo. That's why. They have camo. The camo player lingering at the dummy door gets shots into the back of Lucid, and then he dies immediately. Now 234. They've got one more chance to push out the map. They're waiting with all the resources, right? The sandbox in favor of Optic. His formal QT's out. Stellar with a pinch. As he pinches in, he might snap back. There he comes. Lucid ready. Nice deletion. But at 248, bro. At 248, they're in the hill. They got 2 seconds. It's got to be perfect. Renegade dead. Numbers advantage SSG. Snake by waiting on the box. He does die to Bound. That's a big pick from Bound. They'll slow it down for just a second. One false move at a SSG. It's curtains on this game. They're getting pushed out through B here, too. Prenade's coming in. Lucid needs help at B. He's solo at B somehow. Eco's getting a wrap to get A for B. They can trade A for B with the pinch. He's going for B instead, okay? They got to shut down B. Big kill back B. Stellar coming over the cleanup. Eco should have that trade. He finds it. They'll save B. And they're cap at A. SSG going for a trip cap at 248. Can they save this? 3v3.
This is the way.
Spawners up in OS.
This is the way.
Optic save A. Stalled up from the trip cap. SSJD. Thank you for the follow. Lucid picking up the snipe when it matters most. He's dead with it. Finds a body. That's not going to be enough. Maybe overheating a little bit, right? Getting aggressive with that snipe was risky. And it might have just been too little too late. What do you do, right? The slightest mistake, and it's an easy regain out of Optic. I've seen comebacks like that before. If Lucid somehow backs out with snipe and keeps it in play, like, who knows? But that was a tough one. There you go, Hardy. Optic, they're back. 7-2 as they get another win on the board. Optic won both strongholds this scrim. That is a good sign of progress for them personally. Duck Senny, thank you for the follow. Hardy with 5. There it is. Let's get it. Hold on.
Oh, that is just good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
My God.
Hardy, much love, brother. Thank you, man. I feast on glue. Okay. Fakir, Odd Feeling, Thy Ghost, and Busty. Welcome to the way. Let's go. Hardy the GOAT. Damn good Halo being played. Yeah, no matter what the result, huh? That was damn good Halo right there. Lucid played lights out at points in that game. Like, we definitely saw some moments of brilliance out of the man. Some of the stuff that he put together. But Optic with that trip cap lockdown at the end of the game, plus the camo pickup, all of the sandbox that they controlled at the end made it so difficult for them, right? Like, the camo shut down Lucid, and then Formo with the QT later. It's just damn good Halo in your sleep. You and me both, bro. I hear it every day. At the moment, SR is the favorite this weekend. After the scrim they played versus Optic recently, it's hard to deny it. It's like impossible to deny. You know, SR popped off. And I wouldn't be surprised if most people's predictions and conversations go the way of SR. But Optic have the capability to win it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they take it as well, you know. When they lock in, it's beautiful. But outside of Optic and SR, I don't think anybody else has a shot. Chandler, thank you for the YouTube follow. If SSG somehow, like, when they play SR, it looks so unwinnable. That's why. That's the issue, right? They're like their hard counter. SSG on land might get a slight buff, but it's just hard to imagine them somehow taking the win. It really feels like an Optic SR tournament at the moment. Is there a reason Optic didn't hop B to erase SSG's capture and make it a 3-cap when they already had AC control? You'd have to... It's hard for me to know the specific situation that you're referring to without seeing it again, R-City.
Going Jen.
Gonna jump.
Fridge, eco with the fridge, be sure.
My bad.
P1 actually, one shot eco the planners.
Game 10, formal POV. Aqua Bomb.
Walk back to mid.
Optic has won both strongholds in the scrim. They've won Fortress Spawn. They've got an opportunity to win both bombs. These are areas where they need to improve, right? So if they take both bombs, that's a good sign of progress for them as well. R-Cities, thank you for the follow, man. Sorry if I missed the specific moment. If Eli saw it, he would be knowledgeable there too. Maybe a 55-45 edge over Optic, but it's still close to a coin flip. Yeah, I think it also depends on like what version of the team you get on the weekend. Like, if Optic are playing their best Halo, they look unstoppable, and the same could be said about SR. So yeah, I think that's a good breakdown, Eli, like 55-45. Yeah, top spin. I don't know what we're gonna do, bro. I'm live every day. And I'm going to bring my A game for the weekend, so my voice just has to survive. And then we'll sleep on Monday. I won't be at the event, Design. I'll be streaming all weekend, guys. Might be Fridge again. Fridge, one shot P2. Fridge again, eco weak. And fire. They're both here. Peter on weak. Formal with max damage off the peak shots here. They already got coverage on the right side of the map, looking for an opportunity to plant it with the Fridge spawn.
Two flag, mating it. Slow down.
Formal trying to instruct the team to slow it down here, right? He's getting pushed out from Fridge. He will get pinched from P2 likely as well. Lucid drops him. 3 dead. Cap opportunity. They can throw it up to the top of the window. That's the 4th player. Spawning Fridge here too.
Block Gen, one of you. One of you fuckers. Nothing.
You say one of you fuckers? Is that what he said, bro? Hoy! Damn good Halo. Welcome back to the way. Let's go. Hoy, I appreciate you, brother. Optic in less than 2 minutes. They got a plan already.
Here, come.
He said, one of you fuckers block the util. I swear that's what Formal just said to his own teammates.
P2 guys. One's on wall spray.
So much pressure coming out of these boys off the opening strat, though. It is felt by SSG. Formal with the camo, he's both invisible and not appearing to SSG as an objective marker, right? They have no idea where he is right now. They just know somebody's holding ball. They found him now. Good opportunity to skill jump here, too. Somehow getting a full charge without it being heard. Deletes! Stellar with a 5! He gets the beat down for the cleanup. They're going in for the plant. That was insane at a Formal. They could get the block. He's watching it with the scoreboard just to make sure. They're spawning in Fridge here. Formal hits the jump up to the ledge while 5-shotting Stellar, right? That's so hard to coordinate while getting the beat down on Lucid before dying. That was a sick play, bro. Off the skill jump up the window. Hardy with 5. Damn good Halo. Is this in advance, Hardy? Soxy, Epsiton, Tensified, Reclude, and Scottish Spartan. Welcome to the way. Let's freaking go. We just passed 15 hundo. Let's big W's in the chat. Love you, Hardy. Thank you, man. Pretty much.
Let's get 3 bombs, bro.
Hey, man. It's far from over, for the record. Optic coming out with a lot of heat, but it's definitely not over. No, as I say, it's looking more and more grim. They're already back in blue, but once again, SSG getting freaking rinsed, bro. They still get back to blue. Good awareness on Car here. Renegade shuts down Lucid. They're going for the plant, and they'll find it! That's the best game of Assault I've seen at Optic, I think, on this map.
Good job, bro.
Your team
Good job, bro.
Scored. Objective incoming.
Fucking clean, bro.
Ready.
That was clean.
That's what that is.
That was the cleanest game of Aqua Bomb I've ever seen out of Optic. Yeah, that was a less than 5-minute game.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. I mean, they were popping off, like, individually, getting the important kills they needed to, but the efficiency to get the bomb in the base every time. That camo pickup off the first bomb as well, and then walking it out with camo just to get that guaranteed space on it, too. But, wow, they were just, like, on top of them. The score is 8-2. I'm like kind of shocked with that result though, just knowing Optic have been having trouble with bomb. To come out that confidently versus SSG, that's a really good sign for, you know, just preparation for Arlington. Let's watch Lucid. Let's see a regain, a recharge ball. That was some hot shit. Yeah, that was pretty insane, bro. Chat, we're out here with over 400 on Twitch and 1,000 on YouTube. I love you guys. If you're hanging out on YouTube, please like the broadcast. Let's get this out in the algo. Get this out on the YouTube homepages. We got to see more people watching Halo. Trying to build up the sub count as much as we can for April here. We're trying to close in on 64,000 on YouTube. I'd appreciate you guys if you sub. I'll be live every day this week and all weekend with more nasty work at Optic. Expected, at least, yeah. Hardy? Come on, bro.
That's just good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
My God.
Okay, okay. Hardy, I love you, man, but let's wait until after the game. You can't come out here saying they're going to win before it even happens. This guy's coming in with prediction gifted. Devil's Gambit via Sweetheart. Welcome. Noah, Doc Mason, and Kirby Sales. Welcome to the way. Let's go, guys. Hardy's a GOAT with another 5 in advance for recharge. Letting you know what he thinks is going to happen in this game.
This is the way.
Sticky, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome.
This is the way.
All right, I believe in the SSG resurgence. I don't know. I don't think this one is a definitive. Like, obviously, Optic got momentum, but as far as, you know, probability, I don't know. I don't think this is a guaranteed one. Lucy getting kind of rinsed off the opening strat, though. Playing it hyper-aggressive through A, getting pinched through tower and top cat. Good cleanups out of SSG, though. They find an answer. And a 1v1 bottom mid as Renegade plants the camo. Miguel, thank you for the YouTube follow. He should be getting out with the burn. Yeah, Renegade burns the camo. It's chaos and bottom mid off the opening strat. Some good damage out of Lucid. Might punch some access to ball here. Stellar's in a fight in gold. He loses it to Bound, though. They lost their goal positioning. Got a pick up out of Snakebite in the feed. He dies to Renegade. Lucid just zipping around the map here, doing all the damage he can. But that goal control is important, right? Eco gonna try his hand. The team play at Optic and Pipes, making it very difficult to break behind the ball here.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Channel Optics.
This is the way.
Thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. 230K points on SSG? That's nuts. Who put that there? Let me change the... I'm going to change the Twitch sub goal. We're going to go 1550. Yeah, I mean, looking at Lucid's POV, I feel like he's doing everything he can, man. Like, I don't know. Guy's making insane plays. Little fade back jump, dodging the combo. Great awareness on the angle through tower there from high heaven ledge, right? Spurt. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. They're jumping on the outside of Turbine. Yeah, Renegade drops down. Clean up out of Stellar. Bound finds it bottom mid, and Bound going to be on top of Camo here. They got a numbers advantage for Camo. Ball rotate coming out through C-Plat. SSG going to try to fend him off. Extremely important fight in the game to win, and Formal coming out with 1. It's 3v3. Lucid here to help out. Where's that Camo? I think they just burned it. And if that's the case... Yeah, Renegade dead. That's going to be a play ball for Legend. Coming out with 55 seconds? Yeah, 54. That's just Halo in the end of the day, Jason. No winners and losers. Good awareness at a Lucid, bro. Lucid picked up a grapple off his spawn in gold. What a rotate. Dies off it, though. They got to make sure they fend off Optic. Optic with the immediate push off that work at a Lucid. There's 3 dead now and nothing Stellar could do, right? So he grapples the ball from center map. That was slick. But then Optic, with the collapse, win the fight. So all that work that he did to get the ball just led to an Optic setup.
is the way.
Eco with an important pick on
This
Renegade.
is the way.
Stock guy, thank you for the follow.
This
Welcome.
is the way.
Lucy with a sneaky opportunity up through gold here. Gets beat down. He's down one shot. He's got to take his time. Renegade's so aware of comms, right? Jumping out from stacks, finds his face immediately. It's just so hard to live. You might be backing off of one fight, but there's always somebody looking for you. The moment you reveal yourself, you know, Optic are calming it. They got sightlines on you. It's a near flawless game of ball at Optic as we say it. Yeah, 100-0 is a possibility. It is 83-0 as things get mixy here. They might have a... No, they got an opportunity here. This should be a ball setup for SSG. All right, we're on the board. Renegade alone in the tower. Should be an easy cleanup. And A spawn's guaranteed with less than 10 seconds to camo. Good awareness out of Lucid. He's quick to dodge the angle there. Not going to get picked off by Formal. Formal now dead. Optic are staggered right now. Optic are staggered in their spawns, which gives SSG an easy opportunity to get the camo and a healthy amount of ball time. Renegade dead. Bound going to die here too. Has to reload. No! He's got to reload, and Legend cleans him up. Bound does die. That's no more camo in play. Switch to OG? Nah, I mean, like, just because SSG are having trouble doesn't mean I should switch back to OG after we've been watching them. I'm trying to give a fair amount of time to everybody's POV, you know, even if it doesn't look the greatest when you're losing. If I was observer, I would switch around, but I'm not. I want to believe in the regain, bro. This is round 1. Oh, I see your sheet. All good. Yeah, Lucid doing a lot of heavy lifting for sure. But I feel like you put yourself in any one of these guys' POVs, and they're like individual gods in their own right. Like, you go watch the SR Optic Scrim, and like SR might have been dominating, but you look at everybody's individual POVs, and it looks like everyone is doing everything. You know, it's just like, it's just that high level. There's so many little micro components to like what's going right and wrong. Beautiful ball rotate out of Lucid, though. He ends up dropping it into the arms of an Optic player who gets away with a couple extra seconds. 95! As it drops off, Renegade grabs it. 4 seconds to close it out. It's getting mixy on stacks. And SSG will fend them off temporarily here. Nicely done. That is Stellar and Eco. That should be a C setup. Lucid immediately off spawn knows that A is open. With some crossfire. Shock is coming up. He spawns Snakebite and Pipes, so immediately routes back, right? When you see Snakebite spawn in Pipes, that's an indication from the game that that area is safe. He's not getting pushed out in Pipes here. He doesn't have to go Pipes anymore. He can stay in gold to support the team. Maj, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome.
This is the way.
96 still. They got the ball in an awkward position. He's getting pushed out gold here. Eco Snakebite with some good complementary angles to defend this. The ball. Oh, no, they're in trouble. It might be GG's. The toss to Stellar. Stellar's got to catch it and get into C with it. He has to get to play ball position. He does. He doesn't play it. Does he play it? They caught it before it rolls off the edge. That's it. You can see the vision on that, right? Like, Lucid had no choice but to throw the ball to Stellar. Stellar has to play the ball for an opportunity to save the round. And they catch it before it rolls off the edge. Yeah. That's one round for Optic. Much more passive opening strat here from Lucid this time as he's taking angles instead of pushing out the map. Hey, Maj. I appreciate the kind words, man. I'm not sure.
This is the way.
Richie, thank you for the YouTube follow. I think I'm just going to be doing this. Hopefully we can do this at events, though. We could do like a watch party at events. But I'm open to any opportunities that come my way. We're just going to keep grinding, you know? You're going to lurk? I see you, Samantha. Sorry if I missed your messages. Sounds good, Maj. If I read that right. Or Maj? Renegade takes his face off easily. Renegade with the shock rifle is dangerous. Bound coming out with 2. SSG getting rinsed in A here. Quick ball rotate up to top gold. Lucid looking to pinch it, but Legend already ready for the spawn. Formal is the one who finds it. The team shots out of Optic looking pretty locked in right now. They've got each other's backs across the map. Bro, Striker, like, what? It's so funny reading chat when people say like certain players are ass or like they're making dumb mistakes. It's like, bro, like put yourself in these lobbies for a second. Like, hold on. Dumb mistakes. Anyway. Like we're talking about like I don't know. Like put one of these guys in your matchmaking lobby, they would drop like a 60 bomb without even batting a freaking, you know, like anyway, you get what I'm saying. Just like beyond comprehension the ability these guys have. Setup opportunity for SSG. There's still, I mean, look, it's easy to, from the PC, kind of look here and say, like, you know, that was a bad play. But, I mean, put yourself in their shoes. You're probably not even going to see half the stuff that they're seeing right now. Like, you're dead before you even check the angle, you know? Like, it might look bad on their POV, you think, but, like, in your POV, you haven't even seen where it's coming from. I guarantee you. You'll be dead before you even, like, have your reticle ready. Just saying. Just saying. Not to be a dick. I say it with love. I say it with love. I say it with a lot of personal experience as well. Quick 2 dead right there. SSG fighting from a disadvantage off spawn. Good prediction made on the Renegade, but Renegade going to jump in front of it, find the kill. Snakebite with a pickup. Optic with a healthy ball time opportunity in the back of C. They got to push him out. And they're lingering in tower behind the pillar there. Legend the first to drop. That's true. You don't have to be good at the game to call out a specific mistake. But when you say like somebody's making dumb mistakes, like just like over, you know what I mean? Like, or like just kind of like an umbrella thing like that. Like if we're gonna like when Bound drops the ball when he should have held it for 1 second, we can call that out. We can get upset, you know? There are certain instances where I get it. But if you're gonna like, anyway. End of discussion. He's getting pushed out his pipes right now. Oh my god. Lucid getting involved. Lucid, wait, whoa. He harpooned Renegade through the wall somehow. Instead of getting the... He wanted to grapple the wall, but he grappled the player by accident, and it ruined his ability to wrap his rotate, right? Like, if you tag the guy, like the player, I don't think you have the same flexibility to steer that you do when you hit the wall, like, naturally. So it was like an awkward grapple rotate, and he was slowed down. Renegade making it impossible. Snakebite comes in, cleans it up. Good patience at Elusive to not allow the beatdown, right? Last thing you want is to let Renegade punch you in that situation and do free damage. Eco, the last surviving member of SSG. Yeah. Oh, finds 2. Eco made a god play. Eco alone in A, walling off all of Optic, finds 2 kills, giving Lucid and team time to get through the map here quickly. Nice 5. Eco just saved that from being an Optic setup. Lucid comes in, finds 2. That ball will still rotate. They might toss it out at this rate. Legend Form will find their 2 picks to even the odds. Let's go, Cyber. Thank you, man. Logology. Thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome.
This is the way.
How much he swapped teams is crazy. Well, that's just the life of a esports player, though, for the record, Fox. Like esports teams are... It's very volatile, you know? Unless you're dominating. If you're not dominating, the chances of making switches and, like, roster mania are very high. So you see a lot of pro players throughout a 15-year career, like, end up on tons of teams, depending on how successful they were. Yeah. I mean, calling any of these guys dumb is obviously, like, you know, like, just, I don't know, like, asinine? I don't know what word I'm looking for, but you get it. It's like, that's ridiculous to even say that, you know? They make mistakes. Yes. Are they dumb, though? Like, no. Come on, bro. Whoa. Okay, we're pinning that, apparently. I got it.
This is the way.
It's a copy pasta. Hero. Thank you for the follow.
This is the way.
It's getting mixy, bro. 36 seconds to close it. Lucid with a little fade back, looking for the headshot on Renegade. Gets pushed out by Formal instantly, right? He thinks he's got a 1v1, turns into a 2v1. And now Optic all 4 up with 24 seconds. It's an uphill battle for SSG. This one's going to be brutal for him. Nice cleanup. So they have a numbers disadvantage here. Stellar finding a pick on Renegade. Snakebite holding it down on top gold. 10 seconds to get to the ball. Formal wins his fight. This might be GG's right here. Yeah, Formal comes in. There's Bound with the help. He'll toss it out to the open. With 5 seconds to close it, they've got no choice but to dive into a firing squad. What's up, Radiant? Thank you, brother.
This is the way.
Daniel, thank you for the YouTube follow. Let's go.
This is the way.
Man, as the scrim continues, it is looking dominant for Optic. We saw some moments of brilliance out of SSG. They had 2 wins in a row, but Optic have kind of gotten their fire back, and it's now 9-2 in the scrim. Even with a regain out of SSG, just like, you know, considering the fact that scrims typically go, what, 15 games maximum, 15, 16 games maximum, Optic have already won this scrim. Doesn't mean we can't see a late momentum shift out of
I've ever seen you on the stream,
SSG, but
how you living?
Yeah, looking grim, man. Back to lurking. All right, Mojo. Thank you for the props, man. I appreciate you taking the time to write all that out. But yeah, what you're saying is true.
Same shit again. At the start.
Thing is, in the end of the day, you guys are going to say what you want, and I can't control it. So it is what it is. If it's just like, you know, really toxic, then we'll get rid of it. But otherwise. Delusional. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good night. We're back in it, bro. Game 12? Game 12. Out of 14 or 15 games. We'll see how long this one goes.
Right. You go one shot, bro.
Optic pretty comfortable at this point. They get the OS without any contention. 3 dead already.
Under you, John.
Snakebite's last alive. They could get a pull off this too. He's chasing him down. He's checking the corners. There he is. Kind of an awkward corner check there out of bounds. Should be an elbow spawn here. Gonna come out with the flag with the help of Optic, and we got a flag cap already? Are you kidding me, bro? It gets to a point where the snowball, you know, gets too large, and it just seems like it's easier and easier for Optic to get wins as it goes on.
Flag, one shot their BR, Snakebite, one's on their flag.
You start to lose composure, you know?
The one right here. Yeah, the front base.
Hardy, what was that?
The one right here.
25 if Optic win. I'm bored. Oh my god.
2 spiral side.
Okay.
2 their spiral side.
I'm not complaining, Hardy.
They're Porch weak.
What's hitting our tower? Hitting our tower, John.
They're no meds, every.
Damn.
One sniping there.
I like the sound of that.
Ring 3 solid weak.
It's map 12 right now. 9-2, Swavey. Optic.
Let's see, both here, 2. 1 shots. 2 1 shots. 2. One's going over 3. Ring 3, Matt. Ring 3.
Yeah, ring 3. Back ring 2 now. There's 3 guys playing right.
Nobody's on no one.
One's pushing on back.
Yeah, going in. Low spiral, Matt. Low spiral.
Ring 3 and no spiral. Ring 3 and
spiral. Guys, ring 3, one shot, Nico. One shot the porch. One shot, ring 2, Nico. Our flag, on our flag, our side spawn.
SSG have an opportunity here. Snakebite trades it with bounds.
Spawn base,
We got one in yet. One right now.
2 flag.
With a shutdown here.
2 on our flag.
One Nico, scamming, dead. One BR weak.
Optic is a counter pull here too. Renegade's pulling on the opposite side of the map for a standoff.
One shot back flag, guys. One shot back flag. Nice shot.
Let's rotate. I need up.
They're gonna get return here too. Legend with the defense. SSG getting aggressive on the touch. Play for the re. Yeah, 100%. I'm surprised Bound took that long to push out for it. Legend with a ninja on Lucid on the feet. And Renegade gets a headshot at Snakebite. Eco somehow getting out with the OS, but that should be 2 flags to 0. Wait, they died! No! SSG saved it last second. Somebody got sniped with the flag before they planted. They got return and a counter cap with 2 alive, SSG. Was it Lucid with the sniper? Somebody got a crucial last second headshot to save the flag. Stellar now with a double.
Where's like ring 2, I think, John?
And they're countering.
No meds. Stick by weak, no meds. Dead. I'm one. Ring 20.
Was it Lucid a second time there?
Need the re. Need touch.
Legend flying in to get a touch there. Can he get the return on top? He's one shot on top of it. Bound does not have a good angle here.
Two shot up tower. Down. Kill guys. Nice.
They're gonna give up that flag now.
Our furthest guy up is our spiral.
Okay.
One shutter basement. One shutter basement.
Two dead.
Is that him? Spiral dead?
Yeah.
No man's done.
Easy killing Eco here.
Go low spiral. I'm
It's three dead. Two
low
dead.
spiral. I'm low spiral.
You'll be alright side somewhere.
They're gonna spawn on top of their sniper. Can you play for it?
One shot. Something one shot. Something just one shot.
And there's one. Lucid.
He's gonna mix up the spawns here.
Stellar
Stellar waited in the corner. Stellar in the corner found the backpack somehow.
One is very
Watch it down.
No man's. I'm dead.
Two.
That's one.
Snakebite with a huge
He's gonna be our
double.
flagpole. He's
3
our
dead
flagpole.
now. Bound with a big 1v1 on Eco to slow them down to the flag. They got an opportunity to defend it.
I got nade. Fuck.
This one still? Wait, I'm here.
Nothing max. Bro, low spiral. Yep, low spiral. Lucid.
No man's sniping.
Yeah, no man's in low spiral. No man's in low spiral, John. You didn't push it. You're good.
Check your corner.
Basement.
No man.
Basement.
Nice. Dead.
Looking left.
Hey, John,
No
safe.
man.
Watch right here.
He's one shot spiral.
Yeah, one shot spiral.
No, I died from.
Just spiral, Kevin.
Spiral.
Come on.
Spiral one, down, absolute eco.
Yes.
Let him know staying. Thank you, brother.
I know what's next, guys. 10 seconds.
Yep, Ovi.
One's outside me.
Should have OS advantage here. They gotta get
Sorry.
higher positions though, bound on the bottom of the map here.
Low spiral.
Somebody behind them in the base,
Flag,
bro.
flag, flag,
SSG getting in the
flag,
base.
On the VR, Lucid.
Ovi.
Basement.
Form with it, or bound with a huge reroute right there, right? Saving his teammate on top of OS, keeps it in play. Great damage on the Eco. Form with a shutdown from up above with a sniper.
Go for it.
Legend
Legend comes back to the back of the base to clean up that player behind Bound. And Bound getting out with the OS. Nicely done out of Optic. Bound will one shot, rerouting to find the angle bottom mid was big.
Low hit, guys.
Damage into Eco here too. The spawns are split to Spiral as well. He's gonna get shot in the front and the back. Form with a pinch on a tower here. Formal should have to shut down on tower.
Low hit, man.
Oh, he's in another fight.
Damn it, man. They're up on top side.
Shut down by Snakebite again. Snakebite's locking in right now.
Three there. Three right side. They're gonna hit our spiral. Drop down. Careful.
Snakebite with a lot of important kills on the feed.
Basement to spree. Top tower. Snakebite weak top tower. 10 3 times. One's our right side, me too, I think.
BR worth picking up. It's worth picking up. It's better in long range than the bandit, I would say. In close range, it's kind of like a 50-50. And it's a little bit more consistent for the 5-shot.
He's weak.
Weak my arches.
Two weak.
One top tower, Snakebite.
Oh, he screwed up his
One's
repulse.
a flag trying to come in.
On our flag, guys.
Might have died either way, though.
Yeah, our ring 3. Our low spiral, Subway. Is our front base. Our front base. Is our basement trying to kill you, Matt. Trying to kill you.
One shot that foot.
Back for one. One shot basement, Sabri. One shot basement.
We're
One shot
done,
basement to your left.
He's our head, man.
I'm the spiral.
Last guy.
Our spiral.
Hit it. On touchdown.
Huge kill.
One different base in HUD.
Form with Spiral positioning should be, good defensive opportunity here.
One more tower still. Tower show on you guys.
Great listening out of Bound here.
Ring three here.
Okay, yeah.
Formal should be able to defend the flag. He dies to Lucid. They're going to touch.
Kill me. He's going.
Pull. 2S1. Flags one.
That's going to get collected by a different member of SSG in a second
It's a
here.
good flag. I'll play for the
They're
right.
getting that.
I'm trying one, Kevin.
Can Optic get the OS at the very least? 2-1 now. They got OS positioning.
One again.
That gives him a counter cap opportunity here. Oh, he tries to call it. Doesn't hear it.
He's right here. What's that, right?
Aren't you weak, Shelly?
Watch out.
Nice, big kill.
One shot is one down.
Huge lockdown right here. They get 3 dead if they play this well. Snakebite dead. Yeah, last player alive on the Spiral.
Dead. 3 dead, guys. 3 dead.
He was spiral.
Nice.
Huge, they gotta get touched.
He's low spiral. I can't pull.
Get your slide.
Second in this.
You can be the basement.
Basement on flag.
Flag?
Basement kill me. Basement on flag.
Deadline? I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know if there's a deadline. I think the teams are locked at this point. But it'd be ridiculous to make any sort of team changes before Arlington. Like what?
Our top tower, listen.
Bro, again! They got it, but they're gonna lose off this. They're 4 dead. They gotta do something crazy off spawn here. Yeah, overextend immediately. It might be GG's.
Low tower sniping.
Good damage on Eco, but he's kind of late. He's got to fight the flag. He's got to fight the flag.
2 shot bottom tower.
This is the way.
That's GG's right here.
This is the way.
Why is he even looking for that?
Why did you not scar it, John? Huh? Why did you not scar it when you were running it?
I didn't fucking realize we got Rio swing OV. Talking about that time?
It's hard to
I don't know,
understand what
it's
they're
like
saying, bro.
just before you sniped Matt, when he was about to back smack over.
Oh yeah, I didn't fucking. I was like fighting for OV. I thought it was like a 1v1 and then I saw Matt and then I was already there.
Dude, the way
Who was running the flag usually? It's like
me. And then we didn't have the re yet.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That makes more sense.
SSG get a good win, man.
If you didn't snipe me, I backsmacked that guy.
Well, hopefully Hardy carries that over to the next game too. I don't know. We'll see.
Like snipe you, don't even snipe him.
We still got
Yeah,
at least
that's
2 more
fine.
games to
Whatever,
play.
It's alright.
It's probably the way we're
You can forget about it, bro. What?
It's all good.
Does he carry it over to this one, or is it only for that game? Was that a one-time offer? Recommendations for a gaming monitor? I don't know, Quintana, not right now. Somebody in the chat might know. Double or nothing? I like those odds. What do I lose in this?
King of the Hill.
You take a screenshot?
I didn't mean to do that.
I think that's OG's worst map.
I haven't picked some, bro.
Yeah, that in Origin they have, you know, some inconsistency on for sure. I usually expect them to lose the bomb and not the CTF as much, right? But they lost the CTF and they won the bomb today.
I'm gonna agree.
Okay, you rebound.
I'm really hard as fuck.
Watch it.
I updated it, right? 9-3 now.
Back in. Spawn him, weak, sick fight. In twice, back in.
Watch it.
Twice back in.
Optic coming out with snipers.
Take
Okay.
your time, Spree. Once pillars looking Spree.
Legend.
Watch
Loses the fight to Snakebite. Hill control for SSG. Optical positioning for
Green,
camo.
one guy pillars.
Too big.
One guy tires.
Two dead.
What should I see, dude?
Where?
I think he lost his fight to
Yeah, let's
Eco.
go.
Big cleanup out of Formy. He's hitting faces.
Can you give us time, Blunt? Can you give us time?
Quantum is on RCBs. Fuck, okay, one's bigger. One
Everyone in this scrim is a world champ. That's correct. Yeah, everybody in this scrim has won a world championship.
Hey, battle.
Two back in.
Shot, no back in.
Two top eight, one back in. Back in, yeah.
Two.
Fight weak.
Watch back in. One dice.
Fight these every
Ooh.
bunny.
Repulse keeps that
Yes.
nade far away from him, but he dies
Nice.
either way.
Time out.
Good numbers
Time out.
advantage here for Optic. Should be
Watch your
getting the hill
dice,
time.
watch your dice.
Spawns over to dummies and see.
One's
Yeah.
on East. One's spawning at me too. He's like,
Yeah, good call it a formal. You can tell by the direction that Legend raps that the ace bomb is going to open up with the way that he moved. He still lost the 1v1 though.
Elbow.
Only won 3 times world champ. Yeah, Snakebite.
I'm gonna go back to I guess.
It's probably spawning up again.
You're hitting big door. I'm gonna shoot big door, okay? One's hiding here. I have a kill.
Good call.
I'm so far.
Shoot that. They scammed hard. I'm looking at this.
Scammed hard, he says.
Doing well, I think.
No, he's
3v2 right now.
Yeah, nice shot.
2v2 now. Lucid evens the odds and bound.
That's weak.
Or Legend alone.
Plot to your back green.
Legend, an important kill. 1v1 here. Formal Snakebite finds it on Snakebite. Beautiful shots again, bro. That 5-shot consistency when it counts. Those 1v1s are important.
Tower, guys. Tower.
I'm looking up
They lost to SR.
Watch your bottom.
Johnny. They lost to SR. Yeah, it was like something like that. 12-3.
Get a weak. Snakebite. I might die in hill. Someone should come to hill.
That's the team to beat this tournament. SR.
Get no.
I can't get in. Pillars.
A-pot to dice.
For sure that, dude. And I guarantee you a lot of that conversation happens off the stream, too. They almost have it capped. They can't save it.
I'm not playing for camo.
Formal giving up camo in hopes of defending Hill here.
Scam,
Deletes Eco!
Concrete, guys. Big also weak.
Formal calling that they scam. Some nice damage into Snakebite. Can they save it last second?
Go fast. Yeah, go fast.
They gotta go so they might be able to stop it. Bound in the hill. Bound last second in the hill. He dies. They got it. Formal made a god play and it wasn't enough. Scam is them just making a bad play is what they're saying. Like they gave up like an average death, right? Like Eco dying in that situation, like he shouldn't have died to Formal, who's a solo player pushing out B, right? So you're saying scamming? Yeah, in the summer, came up. Apparently, according to Tasha. There you go.
Nest in mud.
Up weak, Charlotte. Two shot on tower, Charlotte. Two shot on the nade.
It's a good bank nade into elbow on the way in, but
Both elbow, guys. We have a sniper still.
doesn't quite find it.
Top tower.
Don't split up. Come back. I'm gonna care about them. One's A on you, Spree. Be careful.
I mean, 5ing Eco outright like that was pretty crazy. He's got Lucid on the white wall. They thought they had coverage.
He's elbow. Top tower now, I think. Bottom tower weak, Eco. Twice. 3 times, 4 times. One trap, elbow absolute, Eco. Bottom tower, one.
Eco should be dead here. Yep.
Top middle.
Renegade back B with a pinch opportunity on A plat.
Stuck upside. Don't worry, plat.
Cool. Renegade gonna put damage on A plat here. He dies to Snakebite. They trade.
We don't do our elbow.
Maybe
I think I should one mud.
mud.
I think I should one mud. Nice shot. Could be able. Could be able.
Spawn there, spawn there.
Just smack them.
Yeah, but we hear Optics comms more than we hear anybody else's MIP, so it's hard to know, right? Like SR might talk the same.
Bottom left, bottom left.
Okay, A-plots.
I think one's left. Yeah, dummy down quick. Two shot bomb tower down quick.
Cool, that's a guaranteed
We go
hill.
fast, guys. We go fast. We go fast.
Confident hill at Optic right there. They locked it down. They got a numbers advantage to rotate to next as well. Spawns in B. Unless they're all team spawning. Yeah, B spawns for
Green,
sure.
I'll take one
It'll
jail.
be big, it'll be big, it'll be big. One.
Pushing
I'm looking
Lavish. Too much.
Damn
Damn good Halo.
Oh my God.
Welcome back. Appreciate it, Lavish.
A-plat, watch it. Watch A-plat. Okay, cuts.
Renegade getting hill time all while this happens. Getting scrappy out in front of it, but Optic getting away with
I'm
time.
3-ping you. Yo, bound top mid now by himself. Nice shot.
Nice
I'm gonna
good
flank for
stuff.
camo. Play for the camo now.
Come on.
Camo
Two shot, one screen. Camo two shot.
Yeah, I mean, or stream their comms, all of that. Yeah, for sure.
Two left, man, two left.
We got it. Listen.
Camo exposes himself as
More
Lucid
elbow,
dead. That's a really important kill.
Screens and them is top screens and on OS.
Yeah, one A-pot, and screens. Going far screens. One's in A weak. Dead. One more far screens.
I'm in, top mid, one top mid.
Top mid, one shot snake bite. Top mid, absolute suck. One shot white box. One shot
He's calling one shot well in advance because he knows.
There's also weak go. Is he still on me?
He's like pillars again.
Fuck. Okay.
Not sure.
Snake Bite still getting out though.
He's one.
A-pot, one shot snake bite.
You guys in A week.
A-pot, one shot snake bite. Guys, white wall one. White wall one down.
I got two.
I'm looking at
Let's go as well.
Yeah, he was white wall.
It's looking like Optics hill at this rate, right? 3 dead.
It could be A-box, could be behind A-box.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
This last guy A box. They're spawning B or back tower here.
Nothing.
You'd think it'd be B.
Come around, come around.
Now it could be
You want to get out.
tower.
You want to get out. I think they're giving it. You want to get out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play cuts. Go slime. Go play slime, guys.
One cement.
Big flank here.
Another one, turret.
A-pot, two shot on the box. Bound.
They can convert that into camo control here too. I think SSG might have camo and snipe.
Two shot.
Up cuts weak. And elbow.
Elbow.
Looking big, bam.
Formal and Legend? Yeah. A mid game, it sounds like Formal is trying to direct them more in the comms. Post game, it sounds like Legend has the best insight, and they all respect his feedback.
He's top tower, one shot.
Low key, I was watching them play Octagons. Legend kind of has their number in Octagons. Like I watched them play Renegade. He Legend does not lose straight up 1v1s. I think the respect that they have from him also comes from his individual skill.
I think.
He might be the nastiest on the team.
I'll get time. Go tower.
3 dead.
I'll get time.
Bound with a big 1v1 back B, and he loses it to Stellar. Stellar opens things up.
Chowing out.
Stellar walks out and just deletes Formal.
That's one back.
With the help of Snakebite, they find 2.
Now.
A minute 30 to go here. Plenty of time for SSG to make a regain.
Pillars one shot, dude. Pillars
I
one
spawn
shot.
behind him. Nice. I'm behind him. Just keep
Legend
holding,
versus
keep
last shot
holding,
would be pretty
holding.
sick, man. Not gonna lie. That's a top tier matchup right there.
Hill's kind of alone. One's back here to me. Playing for me. Camo, John. Camo. One spawn down.
Ditch us, Mark? What are you talking about, bro?
One shot pillars.
Bro, I still grind regardless of. Hey, what are you?
Or elbow.
I'm not talking about this.
Elbow on tower.
Green separate.
One shot also. Bad again on this.
I'm here.
Bad one shot.
Dead. Good job.
Let's go green.
FaZe and SSG were supposed to scrim recently, but FaZe kept canceling on the day of the scrim and scrimming someone else. Is that to play with their mental? I have no idea. I'm not aware of that.
I'm watching big. I'm watching my own big.
You're saying FaZe is strategically canceling scrims the day of just to screw with SR? Grimy. I don't know. I've never heard of that. Renegade and Tower. That's going to be a guaranteed hill at this rate. Eco dead on pillars and Optic. They lock it down. Dismantle. Snake by last alive. There we go. Quick cleanup. Heavy advantage. Optic. Minute 20 on the clock. They got coverage in Tower and B. And they're pushing out OS side. Legend dies first, but he trades it. Informer with some patient positioning back tower just to make sure they don't get hill for free.
Nothing left side.
Pillars kill me. Pillars on top edge. I'm playing for you.
Pillars on me?
I'm pushing left.
Wait, no? What?
One shot white box, guys.
I've never placed below
He's in
D5.
hill, actually. I'm fighting hill.
Is complexity canceled due to G break? No, I don't know. Hopefully not.
On OS as well. On OS and cuts. Going up, cuts.
They still got the lockdown on the spawns on tower side. That's what they want here. As long as they're refilling the spawns in this area of the map, they're spawning B now. Yeah, if I'm going to make a wrap through nest to make sure they win tower side. Probably want to lose it. It is winnable for SSG if they lock this hill down perfectly. Transition to next, right? Still got 50 seconds.
Dummies, guys.
Legend getting cut off by tower. Big 1v1 with Bound, top mid, finds one. Looking for two here. Stellar cleans him up. 3 players in mid to shut this hill down for SSG. Renegade with 2. Quick 3 dead. B spawns here guaranteed if they keep A blocked. They're opening up A. They opened up A. Beautiful. Formy, fine.
I hear you, man. I
had to make a god squad. Who is it? I don't know. Like the current SR or the current Optic. Like, it's hard to think of a better composition of players. Formal ripping faces right now. 2. It's looking like it's about to be GG's, chat. Formal ain't missing. He ain't missing. He spawns once again here. Do they even dare to challenge it? QT picked up. Guaranteed intel here. They're in the hill. 20 seconds. Even if they do get this hill, how do they get next? Formal dead here.
Lucid the hill. Oh, we have camo.
SSG get it with 14 seconds, but camo control going to make this so difficult for him. Do not scam with this camo, though. Renegade needs to live. Do they call him out on pillar door? They could call him out. He's got to be careful. Optic, yeah, guarantee their picks. 4v3. They already got the advantage. That might be enough to win it here. 13 seconds now. Formal did a full 360 on C-plat, bro. That should be GG's here. Doesn't trade it. At 0. Oh. Optic will lock it down, bro. The snipe work at a Formal at the end, definitely a key to success right there. That was pretty clean. Yeah, hitting heads, hitting bodies, doesn't matter, right? Just keeping them staggered throughout the end of the game. Good patient play with the camo, and then they all wrap through the outside of the map there. Make sure that they're working off of each other to slow play their route to the hill instead of directly headbutting it, right? They rip off eco on the cuts alone, all come through tower side. Renegade times his camo chow through pipes, or pillars, sorry. Just good patient play. When you have an advantage like that, take your time. Hardy, does this one count? I don't know if that one counts. Optic did take it, though. 10-3. This might be the last game of the scrim, depending on whether or not they play Slayer. This will be the last OBJ map, Aqua CTF. And then they might play like an Origin Slayer. We'll see. Double or nothing? I mean, anything. We have predictions in the chat. Any mods? This could be the last game. It's currently 10-3 Optic. Correct.
I'm going far down. It's in 2v2.
They had that one insanely close scrim on the Sunday, and it has just been completely different since. We're going to go Lucid POV. For this one, Optic have lost 2 CTFs in this scrim. They lost Origin, they lost Fortress. They're generally more confident on this map, but with that precedent set by SSG, maybe they can find themselves another CTF. Is it the last scrim until Friday? I'm not sure. It might be. It's definitely the last scrim between SSG and Optic. I'd be surprised if they play again before Arlington. Oh, they're resetting it. There's a chance there could be more scrims tomorrow. Optic is in Arlington already, right? Like FaZe is in Arlington, so or Texas, somewhere in Texas, right? So there's no pressing need to, like, they don't have to fly over, right? Like they could be scrimming until, it depends. Is there a media day tomorrow, right? Like I don't know the schedule. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit the bathroom. I'll be right back. They're gonna reset it.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
We good here? Snakebite reset and build? Sparty announced last stream today. What did he say? Like his last... Oh, like last stream before Arlington. Yeah, that would make sense. Sparty's got to fly out. Hardy with 5.
That is just good Halo right there. That is just damn good Halo. My God.
My God, brother. Hardy. You've been a goat today, man. Thank you so much. Not Sage, Chenny, James, Yabish, Desire, and Hershey. Welcome to the way. 25 for Aqua. Hey, I'm here for it, bro. Hell yeah. Let's get it. Frosty Stellar Cycle Legend? What team is that? Is that your fantasy roster? And why is Last Shot not on it? That's a pretty cool roster, though. I'm not going to lie. Do the top teams play Friday or mostly the open teams? So Friday is pool play plus the open bracket. So yes, we'll see like top tier matchups starting on Friday. Optic. So the pools have already been decided, right? Chat had been sending me like images and whatnot. We can take a look at that real quick, actually. So, this, I think, is the broadcast schedule for day 1. Whoa. Rebellion versus C9 in pools, right? Luminosity versus Complexity. Complexity is apparently placed 12th, is what they're saying. FaZe in 3rd seed. 3rd seed is interesting, right? SSG is actually 4th seed for the tournament, despite the fact that SSG got 3rd at the Kason Invitational. I forgot to keep in mind that the Kason Invitational has no impact on seeding, right? I think your seeding position is strictly down to your open tournament performances, your online tournaments. I think that's why FaZe finds himself in 3rd seed. They're up against TSM, though. That's a grueler of a matchup. FaZe TSM might be the sweatiest one to start the day right there. Nemesis and Gen G should be interesting. I'm going to give the favor to Nemesis. You got Optic versus Gen G later in the day. Optic Nemesis is going to be a tight one. That's the end. That's to end the day. SR should have a pretty clean, clear route throughout their entire pool, considering their 1st seed. They've got some comfortable matchups. The only one that really seems to give them trouble right now is Optic. Game 14. Lucid POV. Hey, Jay. Vibes are excellent, brother. How you doing? Lovers? Did I say lovers? I don't think I said lovers. YouTube casual viewer. Halo head since 2006. First time watching me on Twitch. Thank you, Hectic. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to the Twitch chat. Immediate pull out of Optic and they're about to plant it already? There's no way. I look away for 2 seconds. They win the opening strat. Legends already hitting the frame perfect run. And he caps it. Nice nade on the bound across the map. What the hell? If that was maybe a P2 shutdown or something, but... You got to watch out for Legend and CTF, man, especially on Aqua. He's so quick and so clean with those runs that you give him, like, any space to get it done, he's already in your base. Good counterplay at SSG, though. They wipe out Optic, and Lucid's in great positioning to deny this. Nice shutdown from Formal. Does stop the flag in its tracks. Might give Optic a chance to defend this. Renegade coming up with Stellar as well, leaving Lucid alone. Renegade pushing out the map. Deleted by Lucid. Nice big 1v1 win. It's a touch on the flag here, too. Lucid doing the Lord's work in the top of the map. He's keeping the flag in play. It's a tug-of-war now. They're going to fight for it out center. Snakebite with a touch once again. Getting shut down by 2 members of Optic. Stellar with a big win. Second player pushes him out. He dies to Legend. Legend looking for another 1v1. Legend now dies on top of the flag. Renegade with a 1v1 and Lucid finds it. The flag gets returned. And they win the tug-of-war. Holy. That play out of Renegade, I think it was Formal that stopped Snakebite. Getting the kill on Snakebite P1 was huge. Renegade wrapping out the map, getting behind Lucid. That's an auto Twitch band, I guess, I'm ending. Thank you, Lavish. We trip over our words sometimes, but generally we get through it okay. Beautiful rotate at Elucid. You see that? That was slick. That was so slick. There's a tiny little ledge that's not even visible to the eye on the outside of P2 that you can crouch jump to and jump backwards off of it to avoid the beatdown. Keep your gun ready. Lucid hit a crazy crouch jump right there, skipping his clamber. Killing Renegade. They still get out with the flag, though, right? As much as we want to marvel over the micro skill. Crazy nades here, too, yeah. 2-0 already for Optic. Formal get deleted on the 1v1. Immediately tosses a nade into util door, right? He's so ready to do any residual damage. Snakebite coming out with camo here. 2-player hit up through util. Could give Snakebite an eco opportunity to at least cause some chaos in the base while Lucid spawns. Lucid's nades are some of the nerdiest in the game. We've seen that, you know, time and time again. It's Lucid's frags are some of the best in the game, I think, without a doubt. Ooh. Ooh. My God. Oh, the thrust forward. Finding Formal. If he got that kill, that would have been sick. Little thrust backward nade off the floor. Denial on the staircase. And then looking for Formal there, too. Just didn't have enough shields to close it out. Total hero play out of the main. God damn. New team skins. They're not out. The team skins that are available right now are the year 2 team skins. They're unlocked now. These are skins that have been around for a while. Tommy needs help, bro. But yeah, they're cool. Optic's been repping these, the green and black skins. They look kind of fire, I'm not gonna lie. With the full team with them. Come on, Lucid Harden needs money, JK. Oh my God. Don't say that. Another 1v1, Formal Lucid. Lucid's got Formal's number this game, despite the fact that they're losing it currently. If this keeps up, maybe we see the tides change, right? That flag's coming out through P-door. That should be a guaranteed cap. Unless somebody's hiding in blue, right? They're coming back to the base looking for blue. Somebody might be in blue. Somebody is hiding in blue. Renegade should be dead to right. Stellar comes back for him. Insane movement out of the boys, right? The moment they find the camo player, they are diving to kill him. Optic trying to take advantage of the stagger they've created here. Good cleanup by Eco. That'll slow their roll. Max damage by Lucid. Once again, deleting Formal. Looking for Legend this time. This is a tough 1v1. And he's having none of it, bro. That's a double. Lucid looking insane right now. Yeah, so he went for it there, but he missed the crouch jump and ended up clambering. But that was a good example. He's trying to reload and complete the reload animation while getting up to P2 at the same time. He still needs to reload his bandit. He's only got 4 bullets. He might not be aware of it. Nice to Renegade from up above, either way. Is that camo in play? Fly's gonna get read. They touched it. Overkill at a Stellar as he drops onto the flag last second. And they got 2 caps back to back. There's no way. Hardy, your money might be safe at this rate, bro. SSG looking pretty locked in. Stellar hits an insane over. If only we had his POV for that. Saves the flag a sliver away from a capture. Pulls one of his own. Was it a flag kill at the end? How does that even work? He picked it up and beat him down? Flag out. Looked like he killed him and grabbed it. This is Lucid POV, yes. Formal getting out with camo here. He's going to get collapsed on from the car side. Yeah, Eco coming up through top mid. Formal kills him and stays alive. That's big. Formal with 2. Formal the ghost. Huge camo plays coming out. Renegade with the thrust kit behind P2. That was an insane looking thrust out of Renegade. There's Formal on the death cam. Lucid has intel for Formal P1 here. Optic playing expertly off each other, though. The bait and switching, right? Let me move chat a little bit here. 1v1 back base. Flag moving. It's a huge win from Optic back base. They should be getting the pull. SSG have a pull of their own. They're split on the map here. And they could They could be in trouble for being split like this. Lucid with the overextend. Optic keeping the flag in play. Man, he's in big trouble. He's going to get pushed out from P-Door, guaranteed. They could be coming up util now. Yeah, with the rotate. They're spawning util beside him. Legend on top of the flag. Big save. They kept it in play. Return coming in, and that's a 3-2 now Optic. 3 dead Optic. Counter opportunity. Maybe, no, Snakebite's the last alive in the base. Already low-key rooting for SSG, bro. Legends POV don't look like this. Legends POV is, you know, just as, if not more impressive, depending on what you're looking at, you know? Like, they all play lights out Halo. Pretty crazy, Kyle. Should be a camo pickup here. Formal with a win on Eco in the P Street, though, completely shuts it down, right? Looking for that X on his teammate. It's another camo for Optic. They getting out with it. They are. Bound with a shutdown. Keeping Formal alive. Shut down Stellar. Formal died. Should be camo out of play. I believe, at least. No, he's bottom mid. He's bottom mid. Legend. Good work prioritizing camo bottom mid there. From my point of view, I could not help you in any way. Wait, what are you talking about? Who are you talking to, Silver? What's the subject? Oh my god. Renegade with a quick cleanup. Thrust control for Renegade. He's watching him on death cam. Optic get him out to attack you. You're getting aggressive. Just looking for Renegade on the P Street. Yep. Make a video about predictions for Arlington? I don't know. On Thursday, we'll probably talk about that stuff well live, because there won't be scrims to watch, so I could do it live, right? I might be posting a video of me just like reacting to breaking down different Optic highlights throughout the year, because I've got a collection of them, and I was thinking we'd compile them into a video. It'd be easy. And then I can go live and do like a pre-show. 3 dead, SSG. Hold on. Lucid in trouble here. He does not want to die quickly. Doing anything he can to fend off every angle with his nades, right? I appreciate it, Garvin. Welcome, brother. Welcome.
This is the way.
Good cleanup out of Lucid.
This is the way.
Mr. Mustachio. Mr. Mustachio? Thank you, bro. Welcome. He's living. He sees it on death cam. Calling it out bottom mid. Going to be very difficult to live bottom mid. I think that's Renegade with camo. Formal pulling flag, maybe? Somebody on Optic. Numbers advantage, SSG. They can get a counter pull here.
This is the way.
On mileage. Swaggo. Thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. You got to move these boxes around, bro. The alert box needs to be like here. Chat and my alerts are like intercepting each other. Optic save it, huh? Surviving skills need improvement? I don't know, man. I think there's a pretty damn good job of it. Any kills that you're getting on your side of the map here are wins, even if it's a trade, right? Because you become more and more valuable the farther you push up on the map in CTF. It's important that you stay alive. Those defensive kills are good for Lucid. They only got a minute, though, and that's a big issue. The timer is going to force them to get a little bit desperate. Good stagger right here. Connor. Thank you, Connor. Welcome, brother. Big shutdown on Renegade. Gonna punch an opening through P side here. Doesn't want to push out the fridge because the Snakebite and team are pushing out util. They're going to leave the fridge spawn open as they get the collapse. You can lock down P2. Playing it kind of passively. Oh, man. He's got no more thrust. Huge shutdown on Renegade. Finds the headshot. No thrust to live up. Still holding on to some pressure on the yellow side of the base here. They've got maybe one more opportunity in 20 seconds. It's going to be a fast wrap from Lucid all the way through P side to P2 to support the pull. Flag pulled. Legend with an important pick. 4v3 Optic. Flag is out. They can contest it. It's got to be some sort of perfect sequence out of Halo, or Halo out of SSG. Formal dead. 1v1, Renegade shuts down Lucid. Renegade cleaned up by Eco. On top of the flag. Shut down in the courtyard. Optic. They got their grip on the game, bro. Legend with 2. There's no saving this. Legend with a triple. Shutting down Snakebite. And that is curtains on Aqua CTF. That is the final objective game in the Scrim, chat. It is now 11-3. It's up to them whether or not they want to play some Slayer. But the Scrim could end here. And we saw some good highlight moments at Elusive, but man. Little last second shutdown, triple kill at a Legend. And the camo control at a Optic, I think, was a massive, massive component in that. They had their hands on every camo. Even if they got shut down early, they had their hands on every camo Optic. Hi, Natasha. Welcome. That's an Optic win. You know what that means, Hardy. He's good for it, bro.
Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, 25. Hardy, I love you, man. You've been incredible, man. You're the king of the Twitch, king of the chat today. Holy shit, 756 total gifted in the channel. We are at 1538 out of 1550. We are playing a Slayer. Skip a Mutiny, Reelan, Tagged. How do I say it? Hugh Vision, Killikitty, El Kevo, Nero, Noble, Dimedrol, Epic, Studbury Waffles, Antable, Ace, Chaotic, Chris, Va, Defer. I can't read names, bro. Notorious, Andy, BK Nam, Automatic, Dr. Silence, Moxie, and Nella. Welcome to the way. That's 25. 25 more. Don't doubt me after 750, bro. You are killing it. Oh, my God. They're playing out of Slayer. We just watched Legend POV. I'm going to go back to formal here and listen to the comms and see how they're sounding.
He's in gold, John. He's in gold. Behind you, John.
Looking at
Optic looking to close out the Slayer strong. They do actually have some inconsistency in Slayer. We've seen that in tournament many times. You're supposed to beat Optic, not join them. He did both, actually, Natasha. He did both.
Watch out, they're burning again.
No.
Where's that three?
Join the dark side, huh?
They spawned here, I think, man. Spawned there.
3 dead, last guy.
Up in the same player this year? Are we watching the same Stellar? If you look at Scrim stats at a Stellar,
right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
Oh my god.
Mr. Mustache, let's go, brother. Prime Gaming sub. Welcome to the way.
Yeah, I guess.
Big love, man. Thank you. I'm a little delayed on the whole on the Optic formal POV. I'm inevitably going to be at least 5 seconds delayed because I'm watching formal stream, right? So like formal has, you're seing everything 5 seconds later through me watching formal stream. Does that make sense?
Up towers.
You're the chosen one.
Bottom tower, the other guy. Bottom tower, the other guy going to you.
One shot C.
Yo, one's Mango to bottom main. Mango to bottom main. Bottom main. Okay.
Really getting Bound's attention there.
Yo, go long. Go long. Come on.
Tommy Drop, I thank you for the follow, man. Welcome.
You're good. Nice, good.
If you don't mind me being 5 seconds behind formal stream at the very least, hopefully that's okay.
Here. Mid-bridge. Last guy, Stellar weak. Needles. One shot Needles. I'm gonna get flank glass. I'm getting flank glass.
One shot Needles, guys. One shot one's
I'm playing.
last week.
Because my stream by default has 5 seconds away, basically.
Mango kill me. Bottom bear. Nice.
I'm missing on the
Long. Yeah, he'll be long when you don't kill.
I have camo.
Spawning. Last week.
I'm in target.
I'm
gonna walk up.
I want to see Optic be successful, but I want them to lose as well. So both. They win an event, they lose an event. Like I don't want them to play second all year, but I don't want them to dominate either. Yo, Mustachio, no problem, brother. Thank you for the sub. Welcome back, or welcome. Full making light work of Lucid right there, shutting them down for the doubles. 21-18. They do lead. They got map control here too.
He's long one shot. Go and sneaky.
Glass to me. Fuck yes.
Map count is 11-3, bro. It is a dominant Scrim for Optic.
2 both weak.
APG's montage? No, I don't know, Jack.
Alright, Shock is up. I'm gonna play for that.
Only one.
Somebody was talking about a classic Halo montage. Someone else.
Look at Ballard, jump, come along.
OG Halo montage.
Watch across, Needles.
SSG flipped the map real quick right there, right? Now 22 as they lead by 1.
Okay. Someone shoot bottom tower.
Someone get the
Bottom mid. One shot Nico. One shot bottom mid. Orange door 1. Orange door 1. He's stuck bottom mid, one shot.
Formal is trying to IGL his way into a play through tower, getting shut down by Stellar before they can figure it out though, right?
One shot bottom mid.
I'm here. I can push for him.
Probably long on me.
I'm here.
Spread 3.
I'm not sure how it works, Jose, to be honest.
I don't know where she put my thing hanging.
Little indecision. Yeah, this is where I feel like Optic falter versus SSG. They're like formulating how to push, and then the enemy's like already in position to take them out as they're like.
What is C-Pot by himself? Yo, C-Pot with shock. Be careful, okay? C-Pot with shock right now. Stay quiet. He's baiting camo. I'm gonna shoot C-Pot. I'm shooting C-Pot.
This one's flipped. Camo coming up. SSG flipped the map to take C-Plat for camo advantage here. 3v3, 3v2 Optic. Formal getting out with this. No, getting deleted. Eco making it impossible. Good isolation out of Eco. GFA, thank you for the follow, brother. 29 to 28, SSG lead by 1. Legend shuts him down, making Stellar with a trade. 30 to 29.
That is just good Halo right there.
The Taterps, is that what I said? Hardy with the gifted. 757. Holy shit.
Needles weak. I killed Sack.
Welcome back.
Kill Needle guy. Nice. Stop red.
Watch that pipes.
I'm gonna wipe her.
Where was pipes on just Tater?
32 all. Renegade with a pinch through pipes. Formal going to be quick off the collapse. He missed his timing. He could not afford to chow it down.
What's C-Pot, you guys.
Important kill from Legend on the Eco. He might get pushed out through pipes, yep.
We're split 2-2. We're split 2-2.
You don't want to linger too long fighting that cross map fight, right? You can get pushed out of your lane. Taking too much damage cross map is a bad look in this. Cleans up Lucid off the aggro. 36 to 35, they lead by 1. It should be A or C. Yeah, they gotta be C now. Huge! Oh, Stellar shuts him down.
One C jump.
Formal is split second away from lining up the headshot.
I'm here, bottom mid. K1 jump weak, guys. K1 jump weak, Sabri.
Legend with a pinch.
He's back. He's here trying to kill Sabri. One shot C-Pot. Lucid absolute. One shot C-Pot absolute. We play first.
Spawning long and C here.
C-Pot, also we tank fight.
Getting caught out by long. Not sure about that play out of Formal. Should have been ready for it. 39 all. Craig, thank you for the YouTube follow. Welcome, brother.
This is the way.
Up tower weak, Stella.
YouTube stream is compressed based off Twitch. Yeah, my YouTube stream quality is slightly lower than the Twitch stream, just by the compression. I don't know, I can't fix it though. 41 now. As long as you guys are able to watch it, okay. Their team spawning in A as well, there's going to be more than one. Cleans up Lucid is a huge trade in that situation, 43 now. Optic lead by 2. Lead by 3, they're pulling away when it counts. SSG limited space on the map here, spawning egg and a wrap to Whirlpool in a second. I don't want to get out. Yo, wait, what? Renegade doesn't want to give up goal positioning with Shock here.
Full stairs run, one bat ledge.
Chooses not to listen to Formal.
2 gold, 2A. 2 gold, 2A, guys. Top A, safe fight.
I've never heard that kind of dynamic.
One cell.
They do have a good lockdown of the map. Being in gold is not a bad idea in this situation.
You're switching, okay?
Yeah, heard.
Switch with me, okay.
Yeah,
Renegade needs to be elusive with the shock rifle. He can't linger in one spot for too long. Once he's given up his positioning, he might want to reposition. Try to find a new angle for a headshot, right?
I killed red.
I'm good
Higher bitrate. So the stream is based off my Twitch, though. It pulls it from the Twitch bitrate, which is capped out.
I have shots for camo.
John, I'm here again. Top A, still weak. John, one is still in gold, John.
46, huge headshot from Renegade. 46 now. Opens it up. 47 now. They can get aggressive off the stagger. Lucid with a trade.
Absolute nice.
Pound finds it. 48 now. Easy kill here on Snake. Snake bite. Diamond on battery should be a cleanup. Pound finds it. 49. There's no saving this now.
We gotta chill on the solo play then, like doing a lot of solo plays.
A lot of solo plays, he says.
I'm not even saying that to be annoying, but it's true.
You're talking about when I like child the guy long? Or like
no, not even like just you. Like when Bound pushed the guy red, and like when you push long also. Like we cannot push things by yourself on this map. Like it's not possible, bro. Not possible.
It's not possible.
Like I said though, say we're leaving the cross.
You guys wanna play Origin as well?
Yeah, fuck it.
And I need to get my phone.
Okay, I'll just.
Damn.
Or we can play, actually, it's up to you.
Oh!
Alright.
He already said GG's, bro.
Scrim, boys.
Alright, chat. That's the end of our scrims for Major 1.
Damn.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Serenity, thank you for the prime for 15, bro. Welcome back.
Formal just said that's the end of his scrims for Major 1.
All the scrims leading up to the event. Got the major this weekend. Yeah, bro. Tune in. Show up. We'll be there, bro. Peace out, stream. Actually, I'll be on tonight for 8s. This isn't the last stream. I'll be there for 8s.
He's back for 8s. Okay.
Yeah, last scrim, though.
This is the way.
Alright, see you later, chat.
I said chat. Bob, thank you for the follow. We'll look at the stats together on Halo Data Hive. Wow. 12-3 is the final score. Legend giving him an earful at the end there, too. Obviously doing it in the most polite way that he can. You could tell how serious he is about making sure that even when they win, they're not making important mistakes. That was a very confident scrim for Optic. And the final scrim that they play in preparation for Arlington, we just got the confirmation. Normal apparently going to be back with 8s later. Scrims are done. Yeah, so there might be more scrims between other teams, and we might tune in tomorrow. But safe to say, from here on out, we're just kind of focused on predictions and dialogue kind of coming into the tournament. I'm planning on doing, yeah, Gunny with the hat looks kind of dope, I'm not going to lie. Planning on doing like a breakdown stream, I think, leading up to the tournament as well. It'd be cool to look at SR versus Optic and all their POVs, so we might do something like that. Let's look at stats real quick. Damn, man. Good scrim for Optic. Rough one for SSG. Of course, Optic, you know, we talked about ping and whatnot being a factor, and I'm sure it's always like something to consider. Somebody like Snakebite, Lucid, etc., they could be getting land buffs, let's say. Like maybe SSG can bring a different energy to land. It's hard to expect them to suddenly start winning, though, just based off the scrim performance. I'm not sure if SSG will have more scrims. If they do, I'll be here. I'll be watching it. Mindfreak needs a T4 scrim like Nemesis does. Yeah. I'm not sure if they're being considered as that like caliber of competition to get the opportunity just yet, right? Because you've got all these other high tier teams that like Optic has like a list. They're like, who do we want to play, right? Are we going to play Mindfreak or are we going to play SSG again? SSG's better practice. It's up to the top teams to set who they want to play, essentially, right? What did Legend say at the end? That's not possible. You can't take solo fights. Like they're taking too many solo fights, basically. You have to be like two player hitting at least, like every single gunfight. Like have a backup, like taking fights together, holding hands, you know? He's saying that Baum was like pushing out the map solo to get a kill in red or something at one point. He said everybody's doing it. Basically, you make a solo fight, take a 50-50, lose it, you end up at a disadvantage state that could result in like a snowball and the enemy wiping the whole team out, basically. Uzi and Zuzi's team go off? Yeah, so LVT apparently will be covering some of the open bracket, which is exciting, if you guys didn't know that.
This is the way.
The tournament is Friday through to Sunday. Must join us. Thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. And Friday's going to have a lot of open bracket being played, of course. It sounds like LVT will have, I think, like 2 streams or something covering it. Maniac! No way! Let's go, brother. Nick, thank you so much, man. Welcome, guys. W raid. Holy shit. I'm looking forward to watching some of the watch party you got going at Arlington. Maniac, welcome, brother. I'm sure that's going to be hype. Guys, if you don't know Maniac and... well, I'm sure you do know. Maniac APG are doing... Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Are doing a watch party for the whole tournament. Wow, this music, bro. And I'm looking forward to watching some of it. Should be a good time. We got a lot of good content at Arlington, right? LVT with the broadcast, main Halo broadcast is going to be like 4 or 5 different Halo streams. Then you got Maniac with a watch party. Not sure if Scump's going to be hanging out at the event. I wouldn't be surprised if the whole Optic team is. It's the Optic Major, right? You got to see the whole Optic team there. It's going to be sick. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, guys. Yeah, no, I would love to watch some Halo with Maniac and APG. Maybe one day. Yeah. I won't be at Arlington. I'll be watching from home. Looking forward to seeing what Optic can put together. If you're just tuning in, guys, we're looking at the stats briefly. Very confident scrim for Optic, so you'd expect it to be reflected in the stats, right? 970 kills to 856 out of Optic. pretty damn good looking. I'd love to Magic, yeah. Yeah, I mean, whatever it makes sense, you know? It's up to Maniac. You're killing it with the content, though, man. I'm loving the podcast. I've listened to both episodes. It's really cool to see.
This is the way.
You know, just these guys talk about something completely different, even outside of Halo.
This is the way.
Ja, thank you for the follow, man. The gambling discussion was fun. And then at the very end, they're talking about, like, what animal you'd rather pick or whatever. Like, the freaking, the 4 bears. You got to watch the end of the podcast. I don't think anything beats 4 bears. I think they were right on the money with that. Unpopular opinion. If Optic is playing in a Strongholds game, Legend needs to be IGL due to the fact that he carry So the thing about mid-game, for whatever reason, Legend sounds the quietest on the comms, and it's difficult for some reason. I don't know if he's just like kind of quiet by nature. He pops off and like he'll talk shit, which we heard, which was kind of cool. But I feel like he, I don't know, he doesn't stand out, and I don't know if he gets listened to as much as he probably should. It sounds like you've got formal IGLing. At times, Renegade's going to pull some of that attention too. Especially if Renegade's got Sniper. He wants to like call the shots on where he wants his teammates to go so he can find the opportunities he needs. It's a tricky balancing act. After the game, Legend seems to have the best insights, and they all seem to respect and listen to it. But yeah, I don't know if I'd expect to hear Legend IGLing in the comms, unless he can like really pick up the, you know, get a little louder. Anniversary on Sunday on 420. Let's go. Gonna be disappointed when I celebrate. Hey, I mean, you know, make sure you give her time, bro. But I'm happy to have you here. Play his role and not take over. Yeah. And I think formal is good in his role as well. There are times where they do stagnate more than you'd like, though, where they're trying to play call, and those are the times where like it feels like SSG or SR just kind of push up and take advantage. You know, they don't spend too much time trying to say like, oh, let's. You know, they just kind of know. They just sort of instinctually play off each other in this pace that at times I find Optic, you know, have trouble keeping up with. At least in that last SR scrim, right? And that's what I'm hoping to like talk about a bit if we look at some of their gameplay. In the Strongholds Livefire game. Top kills for the scrim today is Legend. Talking about him just a second ago, coming out as the MVP of this scrim, at least in slays. Not the most damage today. 1.95 KD, highest KDA in the lobby. Highest KD in the lobby with a 1.38. 60 accuracy today. 64 out of Renegade. 65 out of Formal. Formal with the top accuracy in the lobby. Not the top damage dealt. That's going to go to Stellar, who has the second most kills and the highest damage in the lobby. Once again, Stellar showcasing how important he is on SSG. See his stat line in comparison to the rest of his team. Of course, there's only a 10 kill difference, though, between Lucid and Stellar, right? Lucid playing lights out today as well. Optic 239, 238, 237. Way more aligned with their statistics today than I'm used to seeing, which is good for Optic. Like, you want to see them all kind of firing on all cylinders, right? Not one person kind of, you know, far behind. Bound is the X factor of Optic. If he's even, they'll win a major. I do think Bound can be like... I agree with that take. Yeah. I think he makes risky plays. He draws a lot of attention with the way that he plays. And that can lead to like huge explosive moments where Optic can take advantage, right? Or, you know, force a mistake out of the enemy. But it could also lead to Bound, you know, dying a lot as well. He kept his deaths a lot lower today. It feels like they've really reined in Bound in his play style. I feel like he's being more patient with how he's playing. We saw that a little bit when we watched him. Yeah, seeing him with 222 deaths, lower than, what, 3 of his teammate? Or lower than, really just Formal, I guess, in this one here. Legend's deaths are insane, bro. 186 deaths in comparison to the rest of the lobby is, like, good looks at a Legend. This guy is hard to kill. He put his damage numbers out there, though, and he's still, like, hanging in damage. He's still taking similar damage to the... He does have the least amount of damage taken. He's elusive in general in this scrim, for the record. But that survival is could be valuable. Most kills Legend. Who would have thought? Generally, I'll be honest, Renegade has the most kills most of the time in scrims. And that's also because of his playstyle. He generally doesn't have the most damage. He's the cleanup guy, you know? Like, he comes in and just, like, shreds everybody who's weak. Because Bound and Legend are so fast, they push out the map so hard, they're generally the first ones into the action. meaning they could die in the process. Renegade's more, he's fast, but he's a more patient, like, positioning-oriented player, I find. You know, he plays from powerful positions and chooses his fights wisely, right? Formal and Stellar are just squaring up.
That is just good Halo right there.
Boss, join
that
us.
Is just damn good Halo.
My God. Let's get it, brother. Welcome to the way. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Big plays. Stellar, Formal squaring off 240 to 239 in kills. Formal with significantly more assists, though, 133. Bound with 143 assists is good looks out of bound, right? With keeping his deaths relatively low in comparison to what we're used to seeing. Lower than the rest of SSG, I guess, except Snakebite. Snakebite is extremely hard kill as well,
This
right?
is the way.
That's something Eco excels at, too. Zyrus, thank you for the
This is the
follow.
way.
Eco having a rough, though, with 245 deaths and only 194 kills for a 0.76 KD is tough stat line. Love Legend so much, not even biased. Oh, okay, all good. Legend is nasty, bro. Yeah, I want to show you guys all their POVs through theater and some of the little things that they're doing to work off each other. Hey, let's go, MC. I mean, not too much to gleam, apart from what we've already said. 1.56 KD, 1.7, 1.7. Optic looking real good this scrim, man. Looking real good. I mean, the overall win-loss, you know, showcases that. But we've had scrims where Optic have, like, won definitively in the score, but the numbers, the stats were relatively close because Optic, for whatever reason, despite their OBJ efficiency, they don't get as many kills as you do expect them to, right? It seems like this time around they not only won dominantly in the score, but they also like have a pretty comfortable amount of kills, and you know, their stat lines are looking clean this time. It's not like you can tell how close the scrim is in the actual individual stat lines, right? The KD of players, like how close it really was between games. Optic pulled away. I'm not saying that Optic don't want it because they clearly do. Shopify has 2 young superstars that haven't won a LAN yet. Yeah, there's an energy on Shopify that's hard to match. And I think that's undeniable, right? You got 2 players who are probably hungrier than anybody in that tournament to get wins, right? And they're in position to win, and they know it. They can freaking smell it. And then you got Frosty and Royal 2, who have both won 3 world championships each, right? That's a long-standing, high-tier, the highest tier, arguably, duo in the league right now, who are now, like, they have, like, a new sense of passion. They're, like, reinvigorated, right? They're, like, living vicariously through Cycle and Last Shot and want to win for their boys. So, yeah, there's an energy on that team and a chemistry on that team that is hard to match. And there have been moments when I feel like I've heard that out of Optic, but I feel like I hear it out of SR, like, all the time, bro. They're, like, they always sound like they have such great vibes and chemistry. And, of course, when you're winning, it's easy to maintain positive vibes, but they seem to have, like, even mirrored their personalities between each other in a way, too. Seem like good buddies. Formal definitely wants it, man. Yeah, there's no denying that. I do think it gets harder and harder to want it as badly as you get older, as you've competed for longer, though. And I think that's fair to say. Like, Mikwin brought that up. You know, you have to come up with new reasons to, like, stay passionate. The longer you've been at it, you don't get as excited to get on and play anymore. A good example is, like, Michael Jordan would create rivalries, right? Like, he'd, like, I don't know, make up rivalries in his mind, like as if somebody talked shit to him who didn't talk shit, just so he could, like, give himself new incentives to, like, want it more, you know, to work harder. You got to kind of, like, innovate on how you approach things. Shopify 13-2'd Nemesis, that happened today as well, which is nuts. They had a slightly closer scrim a couple days before that, but Shopify are just way too locked in right now. Difference in slays is pretty apparent here, too. 930 to 765. Where does Woodham rank in the mix is my question, though. Woodham still, the whole team outplacing. Pretty crazy to see, right? Snakebite and Eco been getting, I don't know. I mean, they've definitely been having some trouble finding the perfect chemistry with SSG. I think Eco more so than anybody on the team, but, you know, they're world champs for a reason. Hopefully they, at the very least, lock in for top 3, but we'll see what they're capable of. This is an insane set of stats out of SR to have all 4 members in slays above the entire team. Woodham coming out with 209, so hanging, you know, as much as he can, but SR are just looking crazy right now, bro. That's a 68% accuracy average. He's shooting nearly 70 the entire scrim. Man, last shot's accuracy consistency is insane. Coming out with 227 kills. Royal 2 with 256, though. 179 deaths for a 2.11 KDA. You guys got to watch Royal 2 play. Like, I'm not, like, I don't know. I watched him on theater the other day. He just has this way of, like, always being in the right place at the right time and cleaning everything up, bro. 2.11 KDA is nuts. 1.97 at a cycle right behind him. Cycle following up with 137 assists, the most in the lobby here. Yeah. And Royal 2's playing from the HQ as well, right? So he doesn't, like, typically he plays with, like, ankle weights on, you could say, right? Because he's over in, like, Saskatchewan, Canada. He's the one guy that's, like, kind of out of the mix location-wise. Once he gets over to LAN, he's deadly. But once you put him on the Toronto HQ, like they are now, I think you got a buff from that, too. Yeah. Top damage in the lobby, I think, was Royal 2 as well. Bro, Royal 2 the MVP of the scrim this time. Hanging on in the assist category. He has the least deaths in the entire scrim with the most damage and the most kills. Like, it's one thing to have a lot of kills because you're just cleaning up people's kills, but to have the most damage means he's, like, in the fight. He's doing things, you know? And is just shooting. 2,816 shots fired. Woodham, look at his shots fired, by the way. This is one thing that you see with M&K that separates the peripheral from controller. Not the most accurate this time around, right? Coming out with a 55 is the lowest in the lobby. I've seen him shoot 60 plus and still put up those numbers, but it's insane with 3,400 shots. I mean, like 600 more shots than Royal 2, right? Like, he's just everywhere, just snapping around, like firing damage onto whatever he can. It really didn't kind of pan out in a way that brought them wins this time, but he did significantly outdamage all of his teammates. Something to keep in mind. Commando much more? That's a good point, actually. Yeah, that's actually a good point. BR and Commando help with shots fired. I didn't keep that in mind. Yeah, his Commando work is pretty impressive. Commando and M&K is powerful if you use it like he does. So yeah, no doubt he's getting a lot of shots fired from that. I didn't keep that in mind. Yeah, I think Woodham is one of those, you know, young players that could be considered for a top 3, top 4 roster at this point, even though Nemesis on their own might break top 4, you know? Like, they're good enough that in the right series, with some momentum, who knows? Jacek, thank you for following me. Welcome. Is it too late in HCS to justify, like, poaching a player from Europe and then housing them in North America to put them on a team, right? I feel like that's got to be expensive.
This is the
way. He is talented enough that you think about it, though.
This is the way.
Severity, thank you for the follow.
This is the way.
Appreciate it. Welcome. Now, it's cool to see a few M&K players at the pro level when you take Scoob and Rice and add them to the equation here, too. They'll be playing for the open bracket, though. Nemesis could realistically beat FaZe. Yeah, they've tied FaZe in scrims, I think, like twice. I think they had to end early the second time around. FaZe has been having trouble with Nemesis. I could see them upsetting FaZe, maybe even SSG if they're going crazy. It would be interesting to see. Sarkosa, thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I think that does it for today, though. So many other little things to consider when it comes to stat breakdown. The 2 games that Nemesis won in the scrim was Recharge Strongholds, interestingly. They won Recharge Holds, and they won Solitude King of the Hill. 3-0 at Unforbidden. Oh, shit. That was an accident. 3-0 at Forbidden CTF. 2-0'd in King of the Hill. 3-0 in Fortress. Nuts. I think we got to look out for Frosty on LAN as well, right? He definitely doesn't shine as obviously in scrims as he does when he, like, rises to the occasion in LAN, right? He came out with the least slays. For whatever reason, when he plays on tournament, he ends up being, like, the main slayer. So we'll see if he keeps that up. I think that about does it for us, though, guys. Is there anything else happening on the Halo Twitch? It was good. If you're on YouTube, Sarkosa, you can go back and watch the whole broadcast on YouTube. Solid video idea with good comment count, land predictions and rankings. What would be a solid video? Main stage kind of kid? Just a tournament kind of kid. You know, he like rises to the occasion when the pressure's on in tournaments. With Optic saying that's the end of their scrims, we might not have too much more scrimming to look forward to. Looks like Gunny's getting warmed up. He might have a scrim that he's playing in a bit. We got scrims with Dead Inside and Ascending Baseline, right? Eli X is about to play with Mint Blitz and you, Hardy. That's cool. I like that. I think I'll send it over to Eli if that's the case. Shorter stream today. That scrim ended faster than expected. But then it gives me time to kind of recover. We're going to keep revving up, though, in prep for Friday. So I'll be live tomorrow. Unique, thank you for the YouTube follow. If you guys are just subbing on YouTube right now and you haven't seen the scrim today, you can go back in the VOD. It'll be available for you guys as a video. Mini Bliss. Mint Blitz isn't live, right? Just Eli. It would be a good watch, but I think for now I'm just going to go get some dinner. We'll be back tomorrow. If there are any scrims to watch, we'll watch them. If not, we might do some gameplay breakdown. That's the plan for now, at least. And then Thursday, pre-show. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, expect like 9 to 10 hour streams every day, bro. He's about to be? Okay, cool. Gains, thank you for the follow. Making gains out here. We are ending at 1541. We're actually 9 away from 1550 for the record, chat. 9 away from 1550 subs. Breakdown game 1 of this scrim from Bounds POV. He went 31 and 18. Shit, that's tempting. I'm not going to lie. Maybe we do a breakdown game or breakdown day. And I'll look at it on my own tonight. I can come back if I feel inspired. Maybe Magic. Sounds good, Jose. Hardy, no way!
That is just good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
My God.
Hardy, you freaking go, man. You didn't need to do that. Literally carrying the subs today, Hardy. It was like, gotta be 85% you, man. Or 90, bro. Thank you so much, man. Coker, Paper, Aries carries. Let's go. Big Ethan, Sean, Raul Silva, Toby Wano, Kenzo, Cone, and MJFG. I think. Welcome to the way, guys. I hit it. Oh, you hit it, Hardy, bro. Like, you hit the goal, bro. Holy shit. Hoping I caught him popping off and went to it. No, I think I missed him. I think I was watching, like, Formal or something. Unfortunately. If his stream has a past broadcast, I could, like, jump in easily, but looks like it doesn't. Theater would be the way, right? I can go in theater and I can see it in theater. Okay, yeah. No, so I'm going to raid Eli and go watch Eli and Hardy play some Halo. Apparently they're going to grind. Hardy, you're freaking go, man. Thank you so much. You've been super kind today. Save some of that energy for the weekend if you can, though, man. I think we're pretty good. Definitely want to pop off this weekend. We're going to bring our A game. Expect some passionate casting and a lot of coverage, right? We got to cover the open bracket and all the little watch parties that are going on. Pool play, etc. Oh my God, Hardy. That's, wow. Okay. All right, we'll see. 286 is a big raid to Eli. He definitely deserves it, guys. If you guys haven't watched Eli, he plays a variety of game types in Halo. He's nasty at the game as well. He hits a lot of good clips in BTB. And he's a really nice dude. So go give him some love. Give him a follow if you haven't heard of him. No problem. Thank you for hanging out, guys, on Twitch. 287 over to Eli. And that's it for me on YouTube. Rice is streaming. We sent it to Eli, Nemit. I'll see you, Rain Man. Royal 2 best in the game. Yeah, he's up there. I think all 4 members at SR are MVP, like in the MVP conversation. You know, they're all gods, bro. It's pretty nuts looking at all their POVs. I'll see you, Slush, Capri Sun, Jose. Peace, guys.